can continue on our trajectory of advancing sports, empowering our youths, and strengthening our communities. Young men, I hope I see some young women next time. The community came out in their numbers, your mothers, sisters, brothers, friends, and well-wishers. And this was continued in our school sports, cricket, and MABA's regional games. We applaud you, Ascendant, for your continued commitment and work, and giving of your time and sharing skills and plans to expose our players, creating educational and career opportunities, realizing dreams through regional meets and partnerships which you plan to hold, along with MABA and other organizations. We know that nothing is impossible. Everything is possible through partnerships and collaboration. Currently, many of you would know that young Jordan and Alan are abroad at college, and Tija Mbazi also had his exposure in the USA. That is also available for you. That foundation was laid right here in this very auditorium. And so I want to say thanks to MABA and Each One Teach One, Beresford Mac, yourselves and the government working together, teams and players. I truly want to thank you. I see many of you from last year. For without you, this would not be possible. I encourage you to continue to pursue your dreams. There are enormous benefits to be derived from basketball or any other sport. Please, please, I beseech thee, make your health, both your physical and mental health, a priority, while you develop qualities of discipline, self-control, perseverance under pressure, and teamwork. Remember, each player is important and has a role to play. Respect each other, your coaches, and the officials, as you strive for excellence in an atmosphere of good sportsmanship. Respect for self and others and the people of Montserrat. Never forget, you are representing us and the world looks on. The scouts are looking also. Protecting yourself is important, and as a government, we have a responsibility and remain committed to replacing the very floor that we are standing on and undertaking maintenance work on this building. I remain committed to advancing the sports policy which addresses issues of assistance when injured, physiotherapy, issues with drug abuse, overall empowerment and advancement of sports, among many others. I am always open to dialoguing and collaborating with you. Do not hesitate to reach out. Again, to the Ascendant Sports Club, MABA coaches, partners, officials, Ms. Yearwood and her team, I register my sincere thanks on behalf of the government and people of Montserrat. You did not ask Ascendant Club what your country could do for you. Rather, you took the initiative and asked what I can do for my country. And 3 years on, here we are. Players, I salute you also for your unwavering commitment, for your continue to play despite the challenges. All the supporters, parents, and media, thank you. As I said before, I remain ready and committed as we continue this journey together of building a healthy, wholesome, and prosperous Montserrat. Let us all strive for excellence and ascend as a team, many peoples, but one nation, one for all for one, through collaboration, respect, empathy, and equitable distributions of resources and opportunities. Together we can, together we must, Together we shall build a better Montserrat for you, for us all, and the generations to come. It gives me the utmost delight and pride to declare these games open. God bless Ascendant Sports Club. God bless you, players, and your families, and your teams. God bless Montserrat. God bless us all. I thank you.
Thank you. And I would like to thank the Honorable Parliamentary Secretary for such a thought-provoking and inspirational speech. I hope the players and the supporters got something that they could take with them on this journey until the 15th of June and beyond. Now, I would just like to thank some of our sponsors and the games. The Honorable Parliamentary Secretary has already declared the games open. So I'd just like to thank Caribbean Alliance Insurances, BBC Radio and TV, Ashok Supermarket, Digicel, Ministry of Education, Al Joe's Variety Store, Arcane Sports, and Summer Breeze. So I'd like to ask you all to enjoy, come out and support as much as you can. Have clean fun, clean competition, try your best, and good luck. Thank you.
Why they're treating us so? Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, I pray to God to show us the way. Lord, you know that it ain't easy, and many won't believe me if I tell them how the system wicked and hard. They're treating us bad, but I'm clinging on to hope. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. The journey may be long, but the battle will be won. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. The journey may be long, but the battle will be won.
The full of chips and the sneaky, 'cause all of them have a plan B. And even though the relationship going strong, two of them know each other since they was young. She said that is her best friend, nothing never went on. He was there before you come and he'll be there when you're gone. Baby, I don't like it. Friendship must have a limit. This feeling off in my spirit, but she always fighting it. And every time I talk about it, she just stoops and dismisses. Tell me I'm talking shit, but I don't fight in it. Yes, all of them girls have a special friend who does certainly end. And when they man are gone, that is when they just contact our friend.
Can you place, oh yes, oh God. No one can test the way you shell it down. You are the best when you move in your back round up, then down, go down, go down. Mama give you good jeans. I could see that in your dreams. When you wine get done and create a scene, make you I just can't believe. Ulele, 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 eh. Ooh baby, eh. Ooh yeah, eh. Girl, shake where your mama.
whatever you do, stay the way that you are wherever you go. Yeah, what you're contemplating on, don't hold back at all. Yeah. So free up yourself and just let go now. Girl, come off your phone now. Make that bam bam roll now. What you waiting for? People coming down from all over, just a jump to soca. Come a little closer, and I love you totally. When you want me, you wind up, baby. When you're rolling it back, it's only you. However you want it, you got it from me. You got it, yeah. Girl, I'll be there for you. Oh, da, da, da. When the rhythm jam you, oh, da, da, da. Like a river coming, oh, da, da, da. I'll be there for you. Oh, da, da, da. Let the rhythm hold you, oh, da, da, da. Like a river coming, oh, da, da, da. Baby, you, girl, whatever you want, I'll give it to you. Whatever you want, man, is the way how you move. Nobody I know, could I do what you do when you jam me that way, so jam me that way. So free up yourself and just let go now. Girl, come off your phone now. Make that bam bam roll now. What you waiting for? People coming down from all over, just a jump to soca. Come a little closer, I'll be yours eternally. When you want me, you wind up, baby. When you're rolling it back, it's only you. Yeah. However you want.
And good evening, Montserrat, and good evening those listening in the Eastern Caribbean, those listening in the UK, Canada, and America. You're listening to a live broadcast of the 2024 Ascendant League right here at the Multipurpose Sports Center. My name is Jenzel Skerritt.
And my name is Veronica K. Dorset Hector, and I'm delighted to be with you this evening.
Yes, we'll be bringing you some ball commentary. And Honorable Hector, it is a pleasure to have you down here once again, the third year in a row, to open our Ascendance League. How was your opening this evening? Tell our listeners.
I am truly privileged and excited about what I saw already. One thing I must say, immediately I noted the improvement in presentation. The uniforms were in order. There was no one dressing on the benches. The players were ready to perform. So I'm indeed pleased with the improvement I have seen thus far. I believe that we are going to see some exciting plays during the course of this league. They've been doing this for 3 years, plus the other exposures they would have had from school and in their own clubs.
Absolutely, Honorable Hector. And I will just mention that the Ascendance League is a private club, but it's working in collaboration with the Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association, and they have absolutely put on 3 excellent tournaments thus far. Well, 2. This promises to be the third of 3. So we are looking forward to the activities this evening. And speak about the organizing committee, your relationship and how it has flourished and what they've done.
Well, Mr. Julius, from the outset, he came, we discussed what he was going to do, and of course I was excited about that because it is important that we give our youths. I'm looking forward to the girls basketball team, or a mixed team, given that we are looking at gender equality these days. And so I believe I'm going to be seeing during the course of these games, like I said, improvement in their skills, whether it's be defense, shooting, teamwork. I found the first year, they played team, but when it came down to the finals, they started showing a bit of individuality. It's important, yes, you do that in order to win, but it's also important, I believe, and you are the expert in this area, that the team needs to continue to work together, because once they do that, even if they are close to losing, there's always a comeback. And that's what about sports that sometimes give me the shakes. You may think a team is going to lose and they come right back, especially in basketball. So tell us a little bit about that type of experience.
Well-
which is often really tightening of the stomach, nerves are fluttering, and the crowd is sometimes silent or they're going crazy.
Well, that is exactly what is happening before us on the court. As we see, we have an exciting game, the first game of the tournament between the Braves and the Wolves. The Braves are wearing green for those watching on the live stream, and that's Philomagic Media, and the Wolves are wearing blue. But just to talk about player preparation, what would have happened in the months leading up to this league is that the coaches would have put on several practice sessions with their various teams, so they would have got to feel out each other's strengths and weaknesses, work on a couple plays, so they've had a little extra time to prepare for this league. And we're fortunate that, you know, they had the extra time, and now we'll see the difference on the floor, what is happening here for the next several weeks.
Indeed. Do you know who the coaches are?
Yes, so the coaches for the Wolves is Mr. Andre Daly, and the coach for the Braves is none other than Tyrone Fenton, Inspector of Police. And these gentlemen will be, this is their third league that they're coaching for the Ascendants, and they stay with these teams. And if you're listening now, they're giving the numbers, so we'll let the courtside Mike take over as you hear the numbers of the players as they're introduced.
Mr. Jamal Willer. Number 12. Mr. Russell Rowley, Mr. Jerwin Bazi. He's also suffering from a injury, but he's still here supporting the team. Mr. Giovanni Brown, Mr. Kish Phillip, Mr. Omesh Narayan, Mr. Najari Lindsay, and Mr. Ahijah Daly. Give a big round of applause to the Braves. Representing the Wolves tonight, we have Mr. Aiden Livon, Mr. Jazik Weeks, Mr. Shaquille White, Mr. Nisai Popo, Mr. Jardesh George, Mr. Rajay Jackson, Mr. Omari Reese, Mr. Joshua White, Mr. Jared Antoine, Mr. Fian Malkia, and Mr. Jaden Willett. Give a big round of applause to the Wolves. Tonight, officiating, our officials are Mr. Jamal Wade, Mr. Kingsley Liebird, the Honorable Mr. Cranston Buffon, and Mr. George Green. Give a big round of applause to our officials, and our scorers are Ms. Darren Tia, Mr. Joanne Ryan, Ms. Shereen, and Mr. Calvin Gentry. All right, give a big round of applause to our scorekeeping team. All right, can we get the starting five from each team to center court, please?
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just listening, you just heard the starting lineups for both teams. That's the Braves and the Wolves, and they're here at the Multipurpose Sports Center. We're playing indoors. For those who don't know, just listening to basketball for the first time ever in Montserrat. This is the 10th year anniversary of our Multipurpose Sports Center, and this is the third year of our Ascendance League. So we really are thankful for the development in sports over the last decade.
That's right. And in speaking with Mr. Fergus, he was sharing that there are plans, as I said earlier, to further expose the young players by having regional meets. Of course, I look forward to the teams coming here to Montserrat, because that will help us to build our sports tourism. It's very important that we share what we have with the rest of the world, and particularly with OECS and CARICOM brothers and sisters. For me as well, having the teams come to our island or we go to them, we are now bringing the institutions to the heart of the people. The people are now coming together and no longer simply, well, I shouldn't say no longer, but not just simply attending conferences, attending meetings. You're hearing about OECS, you're hearing about CARICOM, but then it's the mixing of the nations together, for me, that helps to strengthen them. Our young people growing up, we had pen pals across the region. We traveled a little bit more back in those days. Antigua would come across. I believe that was for the
So, as the Honorable Hector was talking about Antigua coming across the ocean, if you're looking on the live stream, you would see that the Wolves have just controlled the ball off the tip ball and are controlling it as they swing some offense here. So here is Aiden Liven trying to get the ball down to, it looks like Fionn on the ball went out of bounds, and there is Mr. Thomas collecting the ball. So he's going to get a chance to resume some offense here. But Ms. Hector, please continue about Antigua coming to our shores.
Yes, Antigua would have come down for Christmas. Monstrations would go across for the carnival season, and St. Kitts as well would come across. So we all shared a lot more back in those days. But as we seek to advance our access and connectivity issues, I am sure a lot more of that will happen.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Hector. I know you are very busy, but you have done an extremely well job this evening coming and speaking to us. And as you resume the live feed here, looking at the game, you're going to see on the court the Wolves playing some offense. And Kingsley Liebert is one of the referees on the baseline. He has just signaled a traveling there on young Malkia. So the officials this evening, if you're looking on the live stream, Mr. Jamal Wade, Mr. Kingsley Liebert, and the Honorable Cranston Buffon is assisting us here, Honorable Hector, as he is one of the referees for this matchup this evening.
Yes.
So
And
wearing many hats.
that's right. And we want to thank Honorable Cranston Buffon. He has remained with basketball and also in advocating as well for improvements. And so we're looking forward to putting down our new floor, and as well, as I said, doing maintenance work on this building.
So here at the half, you're seeing Mr. White collect that rebound, getting it to young number 1 there for the Wolves, or the Braves rather. Here's the Braves driving. Here's Thomas on the baseline, kicking it back to young Philip, who converts and starts the league with the 2-point conversion there for the Braves. Here comes Aiden Liven for the Wolves, bringing it over the half. He's in the center court as the Braves set up in a 3-2 zone. Here is Aiden Liven still at the top of the key. Kingsley Liebert signaling to the bench. Foul on number 6 there. Looks like an illegal screen. So yes, that was an illegal screen there by young Rajay Jackson. Jackson now has his first foul, and a timeout signal there with 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter of the game, Honorable Hector.
Yes, as we highlight Liven, he is one of our, what we would call him, multi-talented. All-rounder. He's an all-rounder. He's doing the long races. He continues in sports. He's doing basketball, and very committed. Very, very, very committed. I remembered when we had the World Trotters, and he participated in that
activity. He also traveled to Trinidad and represented Montserrat very well, and also went to Guyana and represented very well. We want to say special thanks to his team, his training team. Of course, he works very closely with Calvin Lewis, and he does a lot of his training also on his own. He's very committed, very disciplined.
Very disciplined.
And he shares his skill set, meaning that he trains other athletes who aspire to perform as well as he does. So, I mean, I'm really proud of Aiden and the work that he's done. And it is refreshing to see him take a little break from the hard training of cross-country running and joining us to display some basketball talent.
So this is leisure for him, perhaps.
Yes, this is
leisure. But what is mindful is the fact that he exchanges, he shares what he has learned. And so when he's ready to move on, he would have already been passing the baton to the younger players, and maybe even those who are in the same era with him. So we want to thank Aiden Liven for the good work he has been doing, representing Montserrat well, and we continue to wish him every success.
As you see, young Thomas flashed through the middle there for the Braves. Ball collected on a rebound by Philip. Philip driving to the middle there, but a foul is committed by number 3 for the Wolves, who is Aiden Liven. So Philip using a little bit of technique with 7 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first quarter, seeing Aiden as a defensive and offensive threat, driving and collecting a foul. So there we had, yes, Keanu Woods for the Braves, line up on the baseline and pop a jump shot about 15 feet out. That went down well. And now we have young Weeks in the middle. Jazik Weeks controlling the ball flow for the Wolves. He collects the loose ball on the floor as the Wolves continue to drive to the basket. And here is Weeks getting a 2-point attempt here. He's going to miss that attempt, but he's going to the free throw line to score 2 free throws as he was going to the basket. But Kingsley Liebert has a change of thought, and he brings young Weeks over to the sideline and said, you know what, you got that foul when you were on the way to the basket. The ball did not leave your hands. So here's Weeks getting it to Aiden Liven, who has the ball crossing over at the top of the key.
Smoothly.
Skip pass, but it's tipped out of bounds by young Phillip for the Braves. 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Ball remains with the Wolves. So you see Weeks here. Pass fake, gets it to Aiden, who's in the center. Pass back to Raji Jackson, who swings the ball over his head, gets it back to Aiden, drops it down to the young man called Popo, who plays for school. Aiden back at the three-point line, lining up a long shot, and Raji Jackson chasing down the rebound. Here's number 6, taking an offensive attempt, but baseline, the referee, Mr. Cranston Buffon, signaling 3 seconds, and the ball now awarded to the Braves. Honorable Hector, tell us about the...
And Rajay,
yes.
Rajay himself is a police officer.
Absolutely.
And here is him, still participating in the community through sports. And that's what we want, the strengthening of the community. Wow.
It looks like a 2-point conversion, but the referees would have signaled that there might have been a travel in there, so that ball, those points have not been added to the score. The Braves have a score comfortable at this point. 4. The Wolves have not got on the scoring sheet as yet, as Aiden Liven looks for an available player. Here's McPherson screening. Get the ball down to Aiden again, bounce pass into Fionn, and Popo collects the rebound and he sticks it back. 2-point conversion there to Popo. And now Keanu Woods, the guard for the Braves, brings the ball over the half. So if you want to see the game live, you can look at it on Philomagic Media, and that's on YouTube. As you see, the Braves still having the offensive attack here, and 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Ball skipped down, turnover there. Raji Jackson chases down the loose ball. Aiden Liven goes to the wing and spreads the ball, tries to bounce it through the legs of Willock. Unfortunately, he does not connect with his player. The ball off Willock legs, and the ball stays with Rajay Jackson and the Wolves. So here it is, Miss Hector. It's an inbound play on the baseline.
Yes.
Bounce pass to Fionn. Fionn is looking for a reverse layup, but he drags his foot there, and the pivot has shifted, and referee calls traveling. Ball goes back to the Braves. So
the players are quite agile, and I noticed they're moving quite swiftly. Well, it's early days still. Early days, so
yes,
the energy level is still high.
Young Kerwin gets the ball back to Phillip, give and go there. Baseline conversion. First 3-pointer there for the Braves, it looks like. Basket was good. And
yes, indeed.
Jazik Weeks brings the ball now over the half. So double screen on Keanu Woods. Here is the man cutting to the lane, back to Aiden Liven on the wing. Bounce pass down to Jazik Weeks, but 3 guards for the Braves right there to collect that ball. And a steal there by the Wolves. Here's Fionn lining up for a 3-pointer, and he misses, but Willock chases down the loose ball and splails it back into the key as young Weeks. Jazik has the ball. He's going to kick back out. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Aiden Liven bounce pass to Popo on the wing, and he's going to line up for a 3-point shot. Hits the back iron, and Rajay Jackson tries to get a putback, and he misses. But there is young Weeks. Jazik Weeks, number 7 for the Wolves, gets on the clock. Gets there, finally on the score sheet. 2-point conversion there for the Wolves.
Quite a strong player, I recall, from the other years.
Yes, he has also played for the national team here in Montserrat and traveled on several occasions. So the beauty about this team for the Ascendants, what is happening, you're having a good mix of new basketball players playing with some of the experienced young men who would have represented Montserrat nationally and would have traveled. And that is only going to encourage them to play harder and expose them to the higher levels of the game.
Indeed. Succession planning in action.
Absolutely. They had some substitutions there at 5 minutes, and now we have Keanu Woods on the offensive attack for the Braves, trying to get 2 points there, working hard, getting his rebound and sticking it back. So 2 points there for Keanu. He's warming up. As we see young Jesh checking into the game. Desh George, and a 3-pointer by Jalen Willett, as he just checked in as well for the Wolves. but he is unsuccessful. Out of bounds there by the Braves. Ball stays with the Wolves. So Fionn Mulcahy is going to do the inbound play here as he pass fakes and gets the ball to Desh George, who has checked in, who spins, pivots. He's wearing number 12 to Aidan Liven and gets it to Jalen Willett, who launches another three-point attempt. But Willock, big body under the basket, gets that rebound and tries an outlet pass, but it's stolen by Aidan. And young Fionn Mulcahy is there to collect that ball. Assist by Aidan Liven. 2-point conversion by Fionn Mulcahy for the Wolves. So here is young Brown, number 5. Giovanni passing the ball there to Kerwan. Yes. And here's Keanu Woods, number 1, at the top of the key. Jab step, looking to get open. Long three-point attempt there. And it's all strings. He didn't touch the iron at all there, miss. That's years of experience and comfortable.
Yes, I was going to say he has been one of our long-serving players. And Keanu, from what I recall, may have changed job, but I know he's at the customs department. Again, we see that they are in full-time employment, but yet they find time to continue the sport.
So here's Jalen Willett. Oh, magnificent play there by Popo, who was on the baseline. Got a nice bounce pass to Jalen Willett heading to the key, and he flicked it over his wrist. Ball converted there, 2-point conversion for the Wolves. So here we have Braves on the attack. Pass fake there by Penko, and he converts. A very comfortable move by the senior player there. He's now wearing the number 8. And here it is. Aidan Liven has the ball at the top for the Wolves. Pass, but stolen by the lengthy Kerwan, who's driving the ball. Here it goes. Going to the basket, but a collision there. 2-point conversion. Unsuccessful, but he'll have 2 free throw attempts. You saw that there, Miss Hector? A little bit of action on the court.
Yes, I am. I'm trying to keep up with the young folks.
Describe for our listeners who is watching the game and the kind of support.
Well, the crowd is increasing. The crowd is increasing. As always, we start off with few numbers, but as the night proceeds, I know that we'll have a lot more, and as the league continues, the supporters will definitely come out. We do have a strong following for basketball leagues, and I expect to see that continuing.
But as you glimpse into the fans, what is the demographic that is really out here in the most numbers?
From my vantage point, I am honestly unable to determine that, but I'm seeing both male, female, children, young persons.
A lot of children.
A lot of children are here. The children are always here. And underneath the benches, which we cannot view from this point, I know that there's some children sitting along there as well.
So here we see young Cronin trying to score again. He misses, and that's Andy's son wearing the number 6. And here's George driving to the basket, but he kicks it out to Giovanni Brown, and Brown gets it to Kernan again, and he's going hard to the basket, but misses the layup just now. Here is Desh.
Yes.
George. And he misses that layup attempt, but Popo cleans it up, and Willock is guarding him closely as young White tries to go to the key, but Russell picks up the loose ball and a skip down there. Unfortunately, Jalen Willett is somehow able to track that ball down and steal it for the Wolves. He's back lining up for a three-pointer. Yes. Popo trying to get the ball, squaring up to go to the basket, but a strip there by Willock for the Braves. The score now 14-8 with about 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So here's young White trying to get a layup, and he converts. As Willock skies for a block, but he's not close to where he put that ball off the glass just now. So good job to White for finding the angles as Keanu Woods for the Braves brings the ball over the half. He's guarded by, it looks like, George, and Keanu again getting it young to number 5 for the Braves, who's getting it to Kernan and gets it across to the baseline to Keanu Woods. Little bit long of the mark there. And here is Jalen Willett. He also is going to see if he can get open. He skips it across to Desh. Desh is guarded by Brown and steal by Brown, but it gets back to Fionn Mulcahy, who kicks it out to Popo, who's going to try a long shot. And Russell
was not successful on that one.
Yes, Russell gets it to the experienced guard, Keanu Woods, who is definitely a champion player. He would have won in this league already. The first Ascendance League, the Braves would have won that championship. And here's Popo in transition.
Right back up.
A little bit hard off the glass, and young White collects that rebound, clears the ball.
And Willett is seeking to enter here.
Yes, gets it to Fionn Mulcair.
Yes.
Fionn Mulcair converts again for the Braves. Less than a minute remaining in the first quarter. As you see, Kingsley Lyrebird signaling travel on young Brown. So the ball goes back to the Wolves. Score 14-12. So it's a much closer game now in the final moments of the first quarter as George has the ball for the Wolves, inbounds to White. White gets it back to George, who's comfortable with the ball, looking to see an available offensive player. Bounce pass to White, who's looking to get it back inside of the key, but stolen by young Brown. Here's Keanu Woods going with his left hand. 2-point conversion, basket is good, and he gets to go to the free throw line now with 27 seconds left in the first quarter.
It's quite quick there. As I said, they're moving quite quickly. Fast game, my estimation.
Yes, 16 points for the first quarter. It's a very good scoring thus far. We want to say that Keanu is usually right-handed, but because of the way he was guarded just now, he had to try finishing with his left hand, and he did convert successfully. So that was very good. And
the crowd is getting active, as you can hear in the background.
No, well, what happened just now, the shooter on the free throw line was attempting a free throw shot but did not have the comfort of the ball. And because he was not comfortable with the ball in his hand, he tried to shoot, but then he did not release the ball. Therefore, several of the players stepped into the key and a violation was signaled. So that's what happened on that occasion just now. And it looks like the Wolves were awarded the ball. And now here are the Wolves passing into the half. So here's Desh for the Wolves. Has the ball, lines up for a three-point shot. Hits the iron out of bounds. 10 seconds, 11 seconds here remaining in the first quarter. 11 seconds. And the Braves have the ball. So umpire Jamel Wade directs the player where to stand. And here he gets it to Keanu Woods. 10 seconds remaining. Here's Keanu Woods. He's going over the half, looking to see who's available. He dribbles through the middle, tries to get it to Willock, gets it down to Brown, back to Kernan, and that, it looks like, is not no good. And the ball at the end of the first quarter, 16-12 in favor of the Braves. Ms. Hector, the first quarter of the Ascendance League is now in the books.
Yes. And we'll take a break.
Yes, we'll head back over to studio for a short break. Grab your popcorn, and if you're on your way down here, we ask you to come on down. I think adults are $10, and for children it's $5. So come down to the Ascendance, night number 1 at the Sports Center, and it promises to be an exciting evening.
Go ahead. You to be here. Good night.
You got just what I wanted. You got just what I needed. You know just what I needed. What every man be wanting. I want to so long, I wanna win this. You can let me down, me. So long, I wanna win this. Into me, baby. So long, I wanna win this. You can let me down, me. So long, I wanna win this. Into me, baby. We don't know this banana. Take chop, we for the next banana. Oh God, so the big banana. She ball, oh my God. We don't know this banana. Take chop, we don't know this banana. Oh God, so the big banana. She ball, oh my God. I know you want it, I can tell. Little loving girl will do you well. And it's just let me ring that bell. just rest it down in the past. Keep the lily away. No, I can't stress about that. I'm booking a solo flight. Don't give me nobody pass. See if you don't like my style. I can't stress. Get busy now. Dang, 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 nigga, the ganga dang. If you have good energy, come and let we jam. Dang, 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 nigga, the ganga dang. If you have good energy, come and let we jam. Dang, 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 nigga, the ganga dang. If you have good energy, come and let we jam.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, you can get your Ascendant Sports t-shirts on the right side behind in the corner behind the Braves bench. So either you're supporting the Panthers, Wolves, Dragons, or Braves, you could get your shirts. Just check Anissa and she'll sort you out.
Welcome back to the Multipurpose Sports Center, the Ascendance League Year 3. I welcome to the studio none other than Coach Kenford. Coach Kenford, good evening.
Good evening, Jenzo. Good evening to everyone here and the listening public. And I say we're back here again for the third year, and it's exciting. I see a lot of young people there as well, Jenzo.
Absolutely. It's wonderful to see the Ascendance League once again, back in living color, and down here at Little Bay, performing at their traditional high standard, and it looks like they're looking to set it a bit higher this year.
Yes, and we are appealing to all of the families who are at home on the Saturday to just come out with the family, support our young people, because there are a lot of young MSS students playing this year, and I'm excited standing on the balcony watching some of our young players who have played in the league, the SBA league, and now they can showcase their talent at the next level, Jensen.
Absolutely, and you know, it's just one level of basketball moving into the next level, moving into the next level. I have to say a special good night to the organizing committee for the SBA league. It was good to see the Bank of Montreal League back again this year. So we say kudos for the effort of the MSS and of course yourself and the entire team and the students. So here we see Kernan for the Braves, hesitating on that layup and converting, trying his best to convert the score, 23-12 in favor of the Braves.
And the Braves are playing very well tonight, and I see they're coming into the game slowly but surely. And as we see, and Rashan Thomas takes up a rebound inside, and we have a lovely game tonight. I think tonight is the night that we will separate the men from the boys early out, because there are a lot of things to prove tonight here. So if you're listening in, we have it right here.
Absolutely, we have it right here. But the butterflies usually come out in the first and second quarter,
yes,
as players settling into the routine after having been able to play a little basketball for a while. So now they're playing under the whistle, which is a little bit different than practice.
Yeah.
So the players now in this quarter, some of the jitters would have gone, and they're now settling into some of the things they would have practiced. Even though 1 minute has gone in the second quarter, still a lot of basketball left in this game. And next we have another game that should be pretty interesting.
All right, and as you see now you have a timeout. Is that an official timeout or a team timeout? There's a timeout called, yes?
Yes, there's a timeout called, and it's a bench timeout.
It's
so
a
that's
bench?
the bench will call the timeout there. Just to share some information with the referees, just to clarify a few things. I guess they're going over their calls, and then it'll head back here in a few seconds. So for those just tuning in, you're listening to the live broadcast of the 2024 Ascendance League, brought to you by the Ascendance program. And I have to say special thanks as well to the Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association, who have partnered with Ascendance to bring this league here once again. Special good night to the president himself, Mr. Gilmore Williams, and his entire team for supporting the efforts here of the Ascendance League. Special good night, of course, to the executive grouping of the Ascendance League. And it's wonderful to see basketball being played again in the sports center.
Yes, Jensen, and we have a lovely double team. I noticed that some of the players are slipping in. Is that the footwear? They're just getting used to the surface again. or because it is a little damp outside and some of the players came in with that dust on their shoes. So,
Shoe management, equipment management is critical. Going onto the court, one wants to prepare themselves, wiping their shoe with a moist cloth, and even the organizers have made sure that they have mops, which they would have cleaned the court. So it's now boiling down to the players to take that extra responsibility to know that, hey, I'm playing on a surface that can get slippery. I have to manage my shoe and make sure that it's clean of dust and foreign particles. So here's Aiden Liven passing the ball there to Desh George on the baseline, taking a 2-point shot. Referee calls a foul, and official Honorable Cranston Buffon signals foul there on the Braves, and the Wolves get the ball on the sideline.
If you notice this year, I see a lot of big guys. So the Braves have have picked some big guys inside. Is that a strategy that you take into your team? Because I'm looking at your team. I won't say anything at this moment, but could you tell me something about that pick? Interesting pick for some of these young players.
It just happens in the lottery selection of the Ascendants. Ascendants is a little bit different to Village League. When you have Village and Business League, it's a situation where a manager, captain, picks the team based on the persons in the area. But for other leagues, such as this league, there's a lotto pick, and they pick based on who is available, and you get one chance, and after that, the lineup changes, so it's 1 to 4, and then 4 to 1. So that's how the cards fell, and the Braves are working with the system as is. They have a few players that have played before, but nothing that any other team would feel intimidated by.
Okay.
So here you see Jordes George on the 3-point line. He's going around the defender, and Keanu Woods collecting that foul there as Kernan tried to get himself open for a shot.
Yes, and I see young Jamal Willock inside playing his game tonight. And again, we have a Mr. Weeks is in, and Mr. Mulcair is out, number 14 for the Wolves, and it would be an interesting matchup tonight. As you mentioned, it's our first game, and the first game have those little jitters. So I do hope that they get that out of the way, and then everyone outside listening to us on live on ZJB and Film Magic Media, we are asking you to sign in, give your thoughts, tell us what you see for these young talents that's on showcase tonight.
Absolutely, and I know the MVPs of the former leagues are tuned in. Some of them have messaged to say they're interested in what's happening, so a lot of persons off island are also following the stream via Philomagic Media. And of course, we say thanks to our friends at ZJB Radio Montserrat for bringing this live broadcast across on ZJB Airways. So a lot of persons interested and keen to see the outcome of these games. As we see tonight, this first game is Braves between the Wolves. The score 23-12 with 7 minutes and 11 seconds left here. Coach Kenford, you're a strategist. You see what's happening before you as it relates to the teams. Tell us a little bit about what you see going to take place here over the next 7 minutes.
As the Wolves get into their game, I see that they keep changing up the personnels and leaving some of the young guys out there like Nesai Popo, who has been a very good player coming into to himself over the years, and he's out there and he's dominating and he's putting up points on the board, and as you can see, a conversion there. So I think is it Weeks, Coach Weeks?
Yes.
He's taking his time, feeling out the players, and as they go, getting some defensive work. As you can see, a good rebound there. Aiden Liven coming down, a lovely pass, intercepted, and we have what's that, number 12? Number 12, George, and he has it, and he's looking out for Aiden Liven, and you see that they're trying to build a chemistry early as we go along. So I hope to see that coming together and making some good baskets and some good movements inside. We already saw some good movements inside the first quarter, and I hope it carries on. But for me now, I would like some more defense, and some of the guys, especially that guy who just threw that ball up there, who just tried to shoot. You know, he's dangerous when he gets into his groove. It's as a Keanu Woods. You know, when he's in his zone, you have to be very, very vigilant with him and stay with him.
So as we join what's happening at the court, we have young Jazik Weeks getting the ball to Aiden Liven, who gets it to George. George drives to the middle and tries a scoop shot. Unfortunately, he does not convert.
Is that a traveling?
It looks like they call a traveling call there by umpire Jamal Wade.
Yes.
And the ball now awarded to the Braves. So here's Kish Phillip, number 2, for the Braves. He's bringing the ball over the half with about 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it down to Young Penko, who skips it out to Kernan. Takes a 3. He's short of the mark and gets the ball into the point guard hand. National point guard, Mr. Jazik Weeks, cross to Aiden Liven, who jab steps, try to get the defender off of him. And Nasai Popo, not giving Willock any respect down there, but Willock is a presence.
Yes,
and
he is.
If he gets going, it's going to be a long night.
And as you mentioned before, some of these guys, they're still in that. And Popo goes up, and that's a lovely conversion. But as we say, Mr. Willock is still getting into that phase, still finding himself. So I just hope he can watch his peers and get into it as well. So we have a lovely play here by Kernan. That's Kernan.
Yes, that's Kernan.
Yes.
And he's getting it into the senior man's hand, Mr. Woods. As Woods drives, he's going to go on the baseline, taking a nice jump shot there, but he's short of the mark. And he gets his rebound, trying to stick it back. And Willock underneath there collecting those rebounds, getting it into the hands of the guards. And he's a presence under the basket. A lot of rebounds there he's been doing thus far in the game. So here is the coach, but the guard, it looks like, speaking to the official, Jazik Weeks, busting the pass down to Popo on the baseline, who crosses over, goes middle, jump stops, tries to go inside, gets his own rebound, but Aiden Liven not backing away from the ball, passes it back through his legs to Popo, who bounces it down to Des George, who's over the hoops. Basket goes clear over the hoop, and again, Willock finds a way to get his hands on the ball and secure the rebound.
And he's just taking his time. He's easy inside, soft hands inside, but that pass evaded Mr. Woods. And as we look at a timeout, we have a timeout call here. And as we look into the games, as you mentioned before, the games are taking their time going in. Each player is finding themselves. We have a 25 for the Braves and 16 for the Wolves. And the Wolves are playing in a lovely blue and black color. I like to see the official team kits. You know, those kits are looking lovely. Green for the Braves. I see, is it red for Panthers?
Yes.
Yes?
No, red for Dragons.
Dragons, oh yes, Dragons. And I'm saying yes, lovely, lovely, lovely. And we can now look at the teams and get our shirts.
In addition,
so where's your shirt, Jenzel?
Well, I have a coach's shirt that I will turn into after, provided that there's time. But the Ascendant League have already made preparations for those who want to support their teams. There's a stand there that they're actually selling merch.
Yes.
For persons who are interested in supporting their sons in this particular league, they can buy a shirt right downstairs next to the booth.
And Jenzel, would you believe we're almost into the halftime? So it's 4 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock as we look to resume after that timeout. The ball belongs to the Wolves.
Let's talk about the coaching here. As you see, coach for the Braves is none other than Tyrone Fenton. He's coached this team now for approximately this is his 3rd year. And also Mr. Andre Daly. He also is a coach here, and he has coached the Wolves team as well for approximately 3 years. So here's young Kish Phillip driving, going to the basket, kicks it out to Johnny. Johnny gets it down to Penko, number 1, has the ball, who jab steps, passes it down to Kish on the baseline. And yes, hits the back iron, rebound there by Aiden Liven, who is stuck by 2 guards, 2 defenders, but he finds a way through the gap and gets it to Jalen Willard. High arc on that shot, and he checks in. Basket is good.
Yes, and young Jaden Willard going up there for the basket, and I'm seeing him for the evening, and he's not afraid of who's in front of him. And we must say, I like that the young players are getting their chance to showcase themselves tonight, and that was a down. Was that by Mr. Thomas?
No, that's Johnny. And Johnny, we call him Johnny Too Bad. He's from Salem, and he's number 10. A 2-point conversion there, wearing the number 10 jersey for the Braves. Good shot there and converts. Rebound by Keanu Woods. experienced guard there, gets it to Kish Phillip wearing the number 2. He passes down to Kernan, bounce drop, bounce step, and short of the rim there.
Yes.
But Aiden Lyman collects the rebound on the defense, and here is Jazik Weeks converting 2 points there on that offensive attack.
And if you look, he was showing his dominance after putting that up. He looked on the opposition, and I see a call here from the coaches wondering if that wasn't a call or a foul. So I think the coaches believe, Mr. Daly believed that that was a foul it was. So we have the Wood. Kennywood goes out to Kish. Kish goes up, takes one out, comes off the rim. A lovely rebound there by Nisai Popo again. And there's a turnover. Turnover goes. Kennywood goes, looks for a pass to Thomas. Thomas goes up strong, evading the basket, goes up again. He missed, and they're scrabbling on the net. And Mr. Weeks comes up, driving, and he sees no one. He went straight up, and a lovely tip by Aiden Lyven.
Score now 27 for the Braves, 23 for the Wolves. 22 seconds, 2 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the second quarter as young Kernan, number 6, drives to the basket, and he's comfortable taking that one-on-one, and 2-point conversion there for Kernan. Here is Antoine getting the ball to Aiden Lyven in the backcourt. Now Aiden controls the pace of the ball, swings it to the left into the hands of Jazik Weeks. Jazik is guarded by Kish Phillip for the Braves. Gets it back to Aiden, who is moving non-stop on offense. Going to scoop shot, and a foul there committed
by Thomas. And a lovely play there by young Willett. Yes, a lovely play by Willett, but we look like we have a slight little collision there. But a lovely play by Willett, giving a 1-2 and go. But Lyven was met by Thomas inside of the key. So do we go to the free throw line here now, yes?
Yes, we go to the free throw line. 2 fouls there on young Thomas. Aiden at the cherry stripe gets a shot to score 2 free throws. And the Braves are in the bonus with 1 minute and 49 seconds left in the second quarter.
And Aiden Lyven misses his first free throw attempt. And the Wolves are on 23. And the Braves are on 29. So we're looking to see a comeback, and he has converted 1 out of his 2 free throws, and now we have the families coming in. I like to say good night to all the families that are at home. Lovely Saturday night, so please make your way down to the Little Bay playing park. Was that a turnover?
Yes, a turnover there committed by the Braves. As you see, Jazik Weeks on the baseline getting it to Aiden Lyven. Long pass there to Jaden Willett. Bounce pass to Fionn Malkia, who looks for the defensive attack. But here's Johnny, number 10, for the Braves, getting it to Kernan. Bounce pass to Phillip, who gets it back to Johnny, skips the ball down the court, and is chased down by none other than Keanu Woods. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shot down on the baseline. Misses there. Ball goes out of bounds. But it looks like Kingsley Liebert, senior official, is signaling that the ball remains with the Braves.
Yes, a lovely play there by young Omish, number 10. He was trying to get that ball inside of the key, so maybe it would have been a nice little layup or something of that sort of exciting play. So he goes up again off the glass, and he has converted his first basket for the night. So Mr. Omish Narain, number 10, he goes up.
He's from the Salem area, and he has been playing ball for several years now, and he's been able to convert very well. Here's Aiden Lyven, who's using hang time and speed.
And speed with those hands. And now we're looking at the score of 26-31 with 59 seconds on the clock. Keanu Woods plays it, and it's still, the ball belongs to him, and I think...
Yes, Jamal Wayne official signals kickball by the Wolves, and Keanu Woods will go to the sideline for the ball. Here's Keanu Woods. Bounce pass over to young Phillip. Phillip gets it to number 10. Here's Kernan, who gets it back to Phillip. Nice patience with that ball, but Antoine gets the rebound. Gets it to Aiden Lyven, who's going to take a big 1-2. Down the key.
And you know Aiden, when he gets away like that, his layups are very smooth. He takes his time, he converts. A lovely flick off the wrist off the glass. And a lovely play inside from Kish. Goes up, and it's converted from Omish, the number 10. The young man has changed the game for a bit. That was a reach. There was no call there. He has it again. Jared takes it. Live and goes to Weeks. Weeks takes a drop step, goes up big off the board, and Mulcair tries his shot, and Jared goes up with a lovely turn, and that's it.
Basket is good. Basket is good.
He
under
said
the
no.
basket. And it looks like the score now 31-28 in favor of the Braves at the end of the half.
And
Coach
it was a
Kemper.
lovely, lovely half. It flew fast, so we spoke less, but the game went more and faster than us. So as you prepare for yourself, for your game coming up, what do you have in store for us?
Well, I'm keeping my mind blank and staying focused on the task at hand, which is to commentate on this lovely game. I want to encourage all those who can hear us in Montserrat across Radio Land to come on down to the Sports Center. And when you're finished watching this warm-up game, come and see the Dragons perform and take flight. I'm going to say the Dragons will take flight down here at the Multipurpose Sports Center.
And breathe some fire.
Hopefully we'll breathe a little bit of fire inside here and bring this place to life. But we're looking forward to the second half of this game. Very close, 31-28. It's anybody's ball game. It's still a lot of basketball left down here tonight.
And let's remind the folks that I think that game that will be played next, isn't that a final from last year?
Yeah, possibly if you look at the fixtures. But listeners, if you're down here in Montserrat and you're looking for some activity at 8:41 this evening, come on down to the Multipurpose Sports Center. There's a lot of seats here in the house for you. Even though a lot of basketball here, and we're christening off again Ascendant League Part 3. It's a wonderful thing to be here in Montserrat and witness basketball, 10 years of basketball indoors. In the Multipurpose Sports Center.
One of the best facilities in the Caribbean.
Absolutely.
You can't leave that out, yes?
I can't leave without saying special good night to my friends at ZJB for always being there on the go. Have us here going across Ireland and in the diaspora. UK, Canada locked in. So special good night to all you folks, and of course those watching on Philomagic Media. Special good night to the Philomagic Media team. And come on down, 5 minutes left in the halftime. See you down here.
Cigarette, bend down, daga next. Slap up on your body, girl, shake up your leg. Burn like a cigarette, bend down, daga next. Slap up on your body, girl, shake up your leg. Everybody get mad now. Turn around with your friend, let me see you start bend. Have a drink, get drunk, have fun now. Now you start your phones left, right, in, out. So you got to fight, but you want now. You fight like a girl, let me hear your man. Turn around right now, shake your back.
Jump around. So when they call, you must answer. Respond with your hands up. When they call, you must answer. Respond with your hands up. When they call, Reality. Since no one is accountable, World War III is unstoppable. Unstoppable. Jah made the world for man to live in peace. Politics and religion, mashing up the world, mashing up the world. White collar criminals, mashing up the world, mashing up the world. We cannot stop the billboard chart, merciless, they don't have no heart.
And you were just listening to the smooth sounds of King Taboo as we were back here at the Sports Center, first game of the Ascendant League 2024. So the game is between the Braves and the Wolves. We're bringing it to you live on Radio Montserrat, ZJB 88.3, 95.5, or Philomagic Media on YouTube. Here on the court, the green team is the Braves, and they have control of the ball as you see Keanu Woods float a shot there. And here's Aidan Livan driving the ball on the attack for the Wolves. So we welcome my brother Jaish Sadwani into the commentary booth this evening. Good evening, Mr. Sadwani, how are you?
I'm blessed. A pleasant good evening to everyone tuned in on ZJB Radio 95.5, 88.3. You know, special good night to you, Jenzo. How's the game going so far?
Oh, it's always lovely to see basketball played indoors in Montserrat once again. 10-year anniversary.
Definitely. This is, and I must admit, this is one of the state-of-the-art facilities we have in the Leeward Islands, and it's amazing to see it being in use, you know, for this tournament here by Ascendant Sports. So big up Julius Ferguson and his entire team for putting this on.
And I have to say special thanks and good night to the MABA members of the executive, especially I have you here, the public relations officer in the MABA fraternity. So welcome again, and thank you for the work that you've been putting on thus far, keeping the basketball news alive in Montserrat. So we say thanks for that and keep up the good work.
100%, thank you once again. And our mission for this year is definitely more basketball. So, you know, we have quite a few, I would say, activities coming up after the Ascendant Sports. You'll be hearing more from the MABA executive as it relates to our upcoming activities.
I couldn't sit here and not think about the wonderful 3-on-3 basketball league we had in March. So special good night to the DHP family, Darius Brown and brother Derek Brown. Thank you very much for your contribution here 100%. In Montserrat for the DHP 3-on-3 tournament that has been here for several years.
So fun fact, right, Genzo? There are only 2 3-on-3 outdoor courts in the Caribbean.
Wow.
And Dominica has one, and Montserrat has one.
That's
so
amazing.
A big congratulations to Gilmore Williams for, you know, getting that done, and hopefully later down in the year we'll definitely see some more 3-on-3 action happening right here in Montserrat.
Sounds fantastic. Jaish, as you look at the court side now, Keanu Woods getting an opportunity here to score what it looks like a technical free throw. So he's missed the first one, but he has a chance for a second one, and he makes the second one.
Definitely.
Score now 33-30 in favor of the Braves, and the Braves will have the offensive ball as the members of the Wolves trying to catch themselves as to see what has happened to them, and they are on defense, but nevertheless they're going to figure it out. Here's Keanu Woods, one-hand pass to Kernan, skips it down to Willock, who goes up and converts. He's getting comfortable in the game, and that's a dangerous thing. Big man number 12 for the Braves converts a 2-point conversion there easily. So he's getting a chance now to score at the free throw line.
Definitely, and we must admit that we're now seeing the growth from these players from school league to now moving on to the Ascendants, where they're playing with much older players who have more experience, and now you're getting to see them get comfortable into the bigger leagues, and hopefully we can see him in the MABA league that's happening later on this year as well.
Absolutely. So here's young Willock on the free throw line. Kingsley Liebert says 1 free throw attempt. So he's bouncing the ball one time, fixing his eyes on the rim, bending his knees, flicks his hand over his wrist, and a miss. But Kernan chases down the rebound, but Kingsley Liebert, senior official, says ups and downs, traveling call there on Kernan. So now the ball with the Wolves.
That's right. Jazik Weeks takes the ball over the half-court line, number 7. Jazik Weeks guarded here by John Kernan. passes it into the square and
Rajay Jackson.
Unsuccessful.
Rajay Jackson looks like he tried to get an attempt there, but Willock blocked the ball when he was coming down. Goaltending signal there by Kingsley Liebert. So that's goaltending on that attempt.
Inbound by Woods, ball with Phillips coming over the halfway line. Back to Keanu Woods, guarded by Jazik Weeks. Over to Kernan, fakes, drives.
Over the hoop. Here's
unsuccessful.
Nasano Popo gets the ball to George for the Wolves, but it looks like a traveling called. Traveling called by Jamal Wade, the referee, as the transition occurred at the half court.
I'd love to see more organized basketball, a little bit more slow pace where you see actual players running. And this is the importance of coaching that the young basketballers need at this stage, and that, you know, fundamental basketball always does it. So I hope to see you next game, you know, with your team.
Let us see how this develops. I think that the guys have had some plays, but due to the pace of the game, they're still jousting, trying to get control, get the other team in the foul trouble. So they're going to a lot of primary break, and then when the ball stops, go back into a secondary break. As again, you see Jazik Weeks slowing down the attack, then speeding up, finding the holes in the defense and converting. And it takes a little bit of experience and decision making up there to make that happen.
That's right. 35 Braves and Wolves are at 34.
A foul committed there by Antoine at the free throw line extended as he reached over the shoulder of young Thomas wearing the number 8. So here are the Braves. Back to White driving on the baseline. Phillip gets the ball and Popo collects the rebound. Here is Popo getting it to George, bouncy passing instead of taking it to the basket, but Popo chases down that rebound and he sticks it back. He's one of the big players for the Montserrat Secondary School. The Montserrat Secondary School, if they contest in this year's league, will have a pretty decent team, as they have definitely been training in different leagues all year round.
So are you saying that you're not anticipating them to be a walkover this year?
Definitely not. As the years have progressed and through coaching for several national players, you have seen improvements in the MSS. Take it back as far as from Coach Bevan's days, even into when Coach Julius took it over. So there have definitely been some strides in the basketball performance of the MSS team.
100%. 100%. As I said, very fast-paced game here. Score is still, now 35 to the Braves and 36 to the Wolves. Here we have Rajay, number 6, going to the free throw line. Hopefully he converts to 2 free throws.
I know something, Jayesh, I must start to speak a little bit differently as it relates to the style of play. As you see a lot of speed happening, the reason for the speed is to try to get the defensive players off balance and to commit a foul. The foul aspect of the game is what we have specialized in over the years. And getting ahead of the defense and making them force an error and creating a foul where now you're putting your team, we already have vertical limitations. We're not a very tall team. So we have to use Montserrat's advantage, which has always been speed. Yes, plays would be fantastic, but as we're playing with players similar size and we know what is at stake, we look at the benches and we see the limitations on the bench, the teams will try to exploit getting teams in foul trouble by the speed of the game. And as you see, Rajay Jackson in a primary break trying to chase down the ball. Unfortunately, he can't get control of it, and the ball again awarded to the Braves team.
100%, 100%. Here you have Rashawn Thomas inbounding the ball to Phillips,
who sweeps through Rajay Jackson. He crosses the half, passes down to young Kernan, who gets it to Thomas, who floats in the air and converts a 2-point conversion.
That's right. Scores are now tied between the Braves and the Wolves. We have beautiful basketball action happening right here in Montserrat, the multi-purpose basketball arena, inviting one and all. Bring your families down. Bring your spouses, your uncles, your nephews, nieces, and come on down. Make it a evening out with the family and support the young athletes here in Montserrat.
Absolutely. Just now we had the Braves in the 3-2 zone, and the dribble penetration of the Wolves was somehow able to get down on the baseline and find an open player. 2-point conversion there for the Wolves. So here's Kish Phillip driving it to Willock. Willock getting the ball. 1-2 through the key. Popo for the Wolves collecting the rebound. Bounce pass to Jadesh George, who takes a 1-2 and throws his body inside. Popo collects that rebound, 2-point conversion for the Wolves.
Definitely using his height to his advantage. Playing very strong there on the back end. Here we have Kijon Kernan on the wing, passes it to Keanu Woods, who takes a three-pointer and unfortunately does not convert.
Fionn Mulcahy there to clean that up, get the ball for the Wolves, and get it into the hands of Rajay Jackson, who gets it down to George S. George, who takes a jump shot on the baseline, and Fionn again collecting that rebound and trying a hook shot. Old school move there. Unfortunately, he missed the mark, and Keanu Woods taking that ball and getting it into control. Gets it to Kish Phillip, who's not hesitating to pull the trigger. A little bit early there in the shot clock to pull the trigger at that point.
Right.
So I see substitutions here as Russell Roll checks in for the Braves, and it looks like young Willock is going to get a well-deserved break as he primes himself up for the fourth quarter. Very smart move by Coach Tyrone Fenton. Fionn Mulcahy inbounds to former National Guard Jazik Weeks.
That's right. He crosses the halfway lines. He sets up. Here we have a screen place, crosses, passes to Rajay Jackson.
Steal by Thomas. Swipes his hand in there and gets the ball now into the hands of Keanu Woods, who body checks, takes a left-hand attempt there on the layup, but he misses that 2-point opportunity. Ball still remains with the Braves.
That's right. Here we have Rashawn Thomas on the inbound play to Roll, who takes a three-pointer and connects. So that's 41 to the Wolves and 40 to the Braves.
Very nice three-point attempt there as you see Kish Phillip flying out of the backcourt, getting it to Keanu Woods, and finger roll there by Keanu Woods. And that's nothing but patience and experience. A little bit of speed to play the defense, and then here is Thomas trying to get the ball out of the backcourt, but he was stuck there by Phillip, pushing the ball before passing the ball.
That's right.
Usually that's why they tell the big men, if you get that steal, you collect that ball, square up, get a good pivot and outlet pass rather than try to commit the dribble. So we see Popo on the sideline trying to inbound the ball, but he steps in the game, and the ball now awarded to Braves. What do you think is happening here, Jaish? 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, and players are starting to make a few little technical errors.
Definitely, but you can see that they're comfortable. And I see good ball movement there with it between Kernan, Phillip, and Keanu Woods. So looking forward to seeing them convert more. As I said, my preference is always to slow down the game. And here you can see good screen set by Rashawn Thomas. Phillip over to Woods.
Sweep through, jab step, sweep through. He's guarded by White. Phillip drives to the middle, a little bit hard, but he strips the ball out of the guard's hand. And here's Kernan taking a three-pointer, and Jazik Weeks, number 7 for the Wolves, gets the rebound.
That's right. Driving hard is Jazik Weeks, and he is unable to finish. However, we have Kish Phillip on the other end, driving and misses. However, rebound by number 10, who passes to number 11, who is driving hard. One more pass, but intercepted by Keanu Woods, who is now heading the other way, passing it. Nope, he's taking that shot, and a foul is called for a chance for a three-point play.
Score now 44
to 41 in favor of the Braves, and we have Keanu Woods, number 1, at the free throw line.
Yes, number 1, Keanu Woods, familiar with this position in the game, trying to comfort his players, knowing that this is a big free throw, a free one here at the cherry stripe. He's going to get a chance here as he converts. He now bounces the ball 3 times, looks at the hoop, bends his wrist and flicks. Basket. Good.
That's right. Score moves on to 45 and 41 in favor of the Braves. Here we have George passing the half-court mark, passes it over, drive, and a traveling called. That's right. That's right. So you see, although you mentioned the fast-paced game, this is what you don't want, the turnovers that come with it. And as I said, it's more fundamental training. You know, the more practice, the better they'll get. So I'm very confident that in the oncoming weeks, you know, we'll see much better basketball playing here at the multi-purpose basketball court.
And it has been a little time since they've played under whistle. 5-on-5 is much different to 3-on-3.
Definitely.
And the rules are slightly different. But I know over the weeks, because the league is a long league, we finish on June 15th.
That's right.
We're gonna-
And in addition to that, there's a crowd around. You might have your mom watching. You might have a little high school crush watching. You never know what might make these young fellas a little, nervous. I know you've been there.
Very good point, Jay. I had to laugh and chuckle as I went down memory lane. But here, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to see that definitely the crowd in here is building, and that's what we want. The basketball family is here to entertain. Maba is here to support local groups as they're doing with the Ascendance Club. Ascendance is putting on a phenomenal activity. It's been a three-year anniversary, and we hope that this only continues from year to year.
Definitely ahead of the long Labor Day weekend, of course, there's a stop you can make with the entire family. Come on down to the multi-purpose basketball arena here in Little Bay, and of course, take advantage of the beautiful basketball action happening. Of course, Jenzo says that he won't be sharing his memory lane story with us, but of course, we have basketball.
I'll leave that for the Jaish exclusive Instagram interview. So here is Philip.
Amazing.
Here's Kish Philip getting the ball on to Thomas. Thomas finger rolls, basket is good. And Braves comfortable after that timeout. They're in the bonus, and they're doing exactly what they intended to do. Get them in foul trouble, and then have them try to pick up the pieces after. Fionn Mulcahy trying to scoop ball on the baseline. Missed. Rebound there by Kish Philip, who is trying to get the ball over the half. Kernan has the ball, and Mulcahy, it looks like, yes, Fionn is playing some defense, but almost touching the player there, it looks like, and the foul committed there by Fionn Mulcahy, getting a little bit aggressive. It's 47
I would
to 41.
say passionate, it wasn't so aggressive, it was passionate. He was making sure that, he delivers his role in the defensive position. But here you have the Wolves, down by 6, who wants to be under? So definitely we have George here on the inbound play, and the Wolves looking to get closer or cut down the lead here in the second half.
Jaish, how important is it to win this game? You are very competitive. I've known you for a majority of your life. You're very competitive. How important is it to win this game this evening?
This is the first game of the season. You have to make a statement. There's a lot of bragging rights, a lot of ego up for grabs, and you can't let the opponent team have that one up on you. Here you have Keanu Woods driving, and
big block there by Fionn Mulcahy. All ball. Fionn Mulcahy playing some defense. I guess the passion is still pumping.
I'm telling you, he doesn't want to be stopped on the road, and said, hey, remember I put some licks on you this weekend gone. Remember, it's 7 days before you have the opportunity to redeem yourself. Definitely, we have Rashawn Thomas here. Passing it over to Keanu Woods on the wing. Settles the game, slows down the pace, looking for help. Screen set by Rashawn Thomas. 3 ball by Keanu Woods.
Here is Jazik Weeks collects that rebound for the Wolves. He's driving, looking to spin into the lane, swing the ball to the left, but here's a block by Penko.
They call that a rejection.
Yes,
they call that a rejection.
Rejected by Penko, who chased him down to ensure that he did not convert that left-hand layup.
Yeah, good defense there, of course, by the Braves, ensuring that, not only do they convert on the offensive end, but also they defend their basket. So good look there by Rashawn Thomas. He's a very passionate player, once again, a national player. He was also part of the SK trip. So, a big shout out to Rashawn Thomas, who is currently on the Braves.
And this is important for the MSS program because it all starts in MSS. I mean, from the MSS SBA program, the Bank of Montreal League, that is, and then when MSS teams play in the MABA leagues, and then from the MABA leagues, you're also able to have the Derek Brown, DHP, 3-on-3 leagues, and now you have Ascendance League. So the number of basketball opportunities to play under a whistle,
definitely,
to play with spectators.
And that's the importance of consistent basketball, consistent practice in all formats of the game. It could be as simple as every Sunday, scrimmage, right down to national leagues. And this is what prepares our players to compete with not only their peers, but persons, regionally.
Absolutely.
So, a big shout out to the MABA executive once again for making that trip to St. Kitts, giving our young players some exposure. Hopefully, we are in a position to invite them. I don't know on what vessel, but we'll be able to to find out that in the coming weeks.
And here you see Kingsley Liebert on the baseline, passing the ball now to Roger Jackson of the Wolves as Fionn Mulcair collects the ball, skips it out to the top to Antoine. Antoine gets it to the competent hands of none other than Jazik Weeks, driving to the basket, but stripped there, foul committed. Jamal Wade calls the foul on number 2 for the Braves, and the Wolves will remain with the ball.
Definitely. And folks, it's not too late to come on down to the multi-purpose basketball arena. Of course, this is just one game, and we have another one coming up right around 9:30. So definitely make your way down to the multi-purpose basketball arena. It's not too late. We have a fully stocked bar. We have some merch available for purchase where you can represent your favorite team. Of course, right now it's the Braves versus the Wolves. Coming up, we have the Dragons. And definitely here we have Keanu Woods on a 3-ball who missed, but Kernan tries again and is unsuccessful. Rajay with the rebound, and he takes it over the halfway line, passes to Jazik Weeks, who drives very hard, spins, but is defended well by Keanu Woods.
Keanu Woods commits a foul as Jazik Weeks spins to the key, and his hand was over the ball and made some contact with the offensive player. Therefore, he will be put into the book, committing another foul. Jazik Weeks is now at the free throw line, and he'll get a chance to score 2 free throws with 1 minute and 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. As you see, the Braves are now in bonus, and I believe the Wolves will be trying as well to get into bonus so that they will be able to capitalize on the time remaining here in the third quarter.
You wear quite a few hats here in the basketball fraternity. As a coach, if you're one of your star players, or I would say, your guards are in foul trouble, what's the strategy?
If one of my starting guards is in foul trouble now, I take him out of the game if we're up and rest him for the fourth quarter. He doesn't have to get any more fouls. He needs to stay ready for the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, I need him to go 150%. So all at this time, he should be resting himself if I have legs on the bench.
Definitely, definitely. We have quite a few legs on the bench, but I'm not sure if we have any guards down there. But the participation is what's important, giving the young basketballers a little bit of exposure, so
I should say, quote unquote, if I was in the position.
All right. So next game I'll be asking.
I'll see. Ask the follow-up.
I'll have to see, what you've been up to. But here we have Jazik Weeks taking his second shot at the free throw line, and he does not convert.
Hit the back iron. Ball ricochets out. Kingsley Liebert signals one more free throw, and he passes the ball back to Jazik Weeks, bounces the ball, 2-3 dribbles, collects the ball, bends his knees, flicks his wrist, and that's comfortable point conversion there for the Wolves, bringing the score now to 42-47. Here is Keanu Woods walking the ball over, 18 seconds left in the shot clock, and he's guarded by young Jalen Willett. Willett here, number 8, wearing a big number. That's the 8 jersey. Gets it into Russell Roll, who's going to the lane, but foul committed there by Popo, and he's going to be put into the book by none other than Honorable Cranston Buffon, second umpire here, referee here, officiator here this evening. And Popo now has, I believe it looks like 3 fouls. That'll be his 3rd foul, and Russell is on the free throw line.
That's right. That's Russell Roll, number 9 of the Braves, here at the free throw line, looking to get 2 points. First one is in, but out again. Unsuccessful. Kingsley Liebert signals one more, and here he is, takes 3 dribbles. Is there a secret why everyone takes 3 dribbles before they do a free throw line?
Each player has a different technique. They would decide either to take 1 dribble. Some players don't take any dribble. It's just your practice. However you practice, that's how you perform in the game. So, nice bounce pass there, but a big block by Keanu Woods, who seemed to be timing that ball. That ball was on a string, waiting for him.
I think he wanted to make a statement there. That was a little too passionate of a block. That went bouncing straight off the back wall. I think a little disrespectful in my opinion. But nevertheless, all part of basketball.
He's trying to send a message to the players of the Wolves, and the Wolves are not taking it. They are playing very, very hard, and I believe Aiden Levin is going to check in a few minutes.
Definitely. He is a scoring machine, a very strong force there for the Braves, and for the Wolves. That's right, for the Wolves. And here we have it. Again, we have an inbound play in favor of the Braves.
Rajay Jackson out of bounds, looking to get it to player. gets it to Popo. Riley Jackson collects back the ball and 2-point conversion underneath the basket.
Score is now 44-47 in favor of the Braves. Here we have Kish Phillip crossing the half-court mark, passes to Keanu Woods on the wing, who's guarded by Jazik Weeks. Screen set by Rashawn Thomas, who collects the ball on the pick and roll, pivots, bounces, turns, and scores. Strong play there by Rashawn Thomas, showing his dominance in the center as a big man. Well, what are your thoughts? He's one of my favorite players so far in this game, showing his dominance and, of course, making his presence known.
Well, I've been following Rashawn from MSS leagues, and he has grown from strength to strength. His best performance would definitely be down in St. Kitts. I watched the game, what I could of the first half of the second game, and where he collected several rebounds and pulled his team into a comfortable position. So it all depends on who he's playing with and his comfort level in the game. So here you see the Braves on the attack again, chasing down the ball. Here, Keanu Woods passing it to Kernan. And Popo climbing the ladder, getting that ball. And Keanu Woods somehow recovers the ball. But Razzie Jackson swarming like a bee, attacking there. And here's Keanu getting it to
Big pass.
Big pass. But once again, Popo getting that ball, gets it into Razzie Jackson, who's going right down the middle. And it looks like a foul converted. As the end of the play, he'll get a chance to score a free throw. Yes, he has to go to the cherry stripe at the end of the quarter. And let's see what happens here. Can he convert with no time left on the third quarter?
Good game here. Very close. 44-49 in favor of the Braves. Rajay Jackson has the opportunity to take this lead from 5 straight down to 3. Well, what's your thought? How important are free throws at this stage of the game, just before the fourth quarter? What are your thoughts, Jensen?
Well, these are big free throws right here. These are big free throws going into the fourth quarter, building the momentum, keeping the guys mentally aware, sharp, and ready to go. So making the first one, missing the second one, and that's the end of the quarter. So ladies and gentlemen, as you're getting down to the sports center, those here going outside, grabbing their popcorn and their drinks, come on down to the sports center and see what's happening with this, the remainder of this game, and then, of course, the second game coming up shortly after.
Definitely. So a lot of action happening down here as Labor Day weekend. Of course, tomorrow we have some action down the Little Bay the Little Bay playing field. So come on down for that Labor Day action. Also on Monday, it's a great time to go to the beach. Probably plan a little family picnic that you haven't done all year round. Bake a cheesecake. That's what I'll be doing. Jenzo, you looking forward to my cheesecake?
Yes, Jayesh, I definitely agree. I think down here is the place to be. All those listening to us in Radio Land, if you can get on down to the sports center, get on down here and see some basketball action.
You looking forward to Labor Day weekend?
The Labor Day weekend, yes, it is always a favorite of mine, especially when the birthday is on the 7th of May. So I'm going to enjoy.
Thoros?
Yes, I'm
a Thoros too, man.
Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have basketball at the Multipurpose Sports Center. Come on down. Next up, we're going to have the Dragons versus the Panthers. That should be interesting, as the Dragons promise to be blowing some fire and flying all up and down this place.
Make them know. Yo, little boy, if the vicious link me up, we go build a song. Go hear about it the next morning, and we no record it for release. Big official job. So somebody tell me what's morning. In a carnival, me just
You were just listening to The Vicious and Lyrical Tool, and Don't Watch Me is the anthem they are playing on the radio.
That's right, Nosy Neighbor there by, The Vicious and Lyrical Tool, expressing how, they have nosy neighbors.
Absolutely. Ascendance League Year 3, as we have the first game, the fourth quarter, as you have Wolves taking on the Braves.
That's right, we have Jazik Weeks passing the half-court line, strong dribble pass, Johnny, and finger rolls that in basket is great. Here now we have 47-49 with in favor of the Braves.
Yes, here's Big Willock going through the lane. Easy conversion. 2 points there.
No one stepped in.
Nobody's there.
He walked through there, opened the door, and went straight into the paint. Here we have Aiden Live, number 3.
Gets
over
it
to the
across
wing.
Popo drive, one dribble pass.
Back
to
to
Aiden, who's well rested. Floats the ball up. Rebound there by Fionn Malkia. And who's that getting the ball?
That's George.
Mr.
That's
Basketball himself grew up with a basketball court right next to his house, and he's been there ever since.
100%. Here we have Keanu Woods past the half-court line.
Guarded by
Rajay. Here we have...
Skip pass into Willock. Bounce pass there, but Jazik Weeks skips it down to Jordes George, who takes it to the basket. Left hand.
Big
2-point conversion there by Jordes. He's woken up in the fourth quarter.
And right here in the fourth quarter, the scores are tied at 51. Braves versus the Wolves. And of course, here we have Keanu Woods, guarded by Jordes George, forces him to his left hand.
Here's Keanu trying to get in the paint, skip down to Johnny Too Bad, who floats the ball over the basket. Rebound there by Rajay Jackson, who clears out, gets it down to Jordes George. His third attempt, misses the ball, and rebound by none other than Willock.
Here we have Rasan Thomas on the other end, fast break, strong.
A little bit too strong.
Unfortunately.
Chased down by Aiden Liven wearing the number 3 jersey there for the Wolves. Power goes over the hoop, but Jordes George is there. He lines up for a 3-pointer. Gets it in the hands of Liven. That was an alley-oop, or was that a pass?
Was that a 3-pointer? The world may never know. Here we have Rasan Thomas crossing the half-court mark, driving in like a point guard, looking for the pass, but stolen by Jordes George and Rajay Jackson. And there is a
2-point conversion attempt, but it misses, and Jordes George skips it out of the ball under the paint, and
recovered by Jazik Weeks, drives in strong, 2 against 1, and basket is good with the opportunity for a 3-point play. So, a good finisher he is, Jazik Weeks of the Wolves. The score is 55-51, now in favor of the Wolves.
Foul there by number 1 for the Braves.
That's right, we have a roll checking back in for the Braves, and Jazik Weeks is at the free throw line shooting 1 shot.
For the entire game, the Braves have been up. The Wolves
converts.
Wolves took their time in the third quarter, looked for the opportunity, rested their players. Now they have their starters back on the court. Jordes George guarding Keanu Woods. Keanu dialing up a 3-pointer.
And basket is good. So that's a 2. Is he signaling? Quentin Wafong is signaling 2 points. So that's right. So it's 53-56 in favor of the Wolves. Here we have Jordes George for a 3-point attempt. Rebound by Roll. Willock. Back to Keanu Woods as he passes the half-court mark. Driving strong against George. Slows down the game. Spins and finishes. Beautiful basketball there. And a foul is called.
Good position there by Keanu Woods.
Definitely.
Who took the drive there with the right and protecting the ball with the left, and was able to spin in the lane and convert. Jordes George sliding under, and then ended up getting a foul on that occasion. But very good defense.
100%. And I must say very skillful by Keanu Woods. You can definitely see the experience in his game here tonight. As I said, he's definitely trying to make a statement.
Absolutely.
A lot of bragging rights are up for grabs, and it would be unfortunate if, you pull up to the airport and be like, hey, remember you can't rough me up. I roughed you up last weekend.
Very interesting perspective. A special good night to the two MVPs of the Ascendance League. First and foremost, Mr. Jordan Ryan. Special good night to you wherever you are looking at the game off Island. And of course, Mr. Stevel Rodney, also looking at the game in the UK. And we have to say special mention to Wendell Allen and Christum, who are both also off Island, but chipped in for their team, the good old Dragons, over the years.
Definitely. Remember, it's quite a few of our athletes are overseas representing Montserrat for cricket and for basketball and football. So, it's an amazing opportunity. This is what live streaming does when you showcase talent. So, big shout out to all the coaches and everyone involved in getting our players, off the shores and into the big leagues.
So if you're just joining us in Radio Land or you're looking at Philomagic Media, you're looking at the 2024 Ascendance League here at the Multipurpose Sports Center. We're playing indoors. We're not outdoors. We're indoors tonight. And we have a wonderful game, the first game of the Ascendance League between the Braves and the Wolves. At this moment, the fourth quarter, 6 minutes, 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The score, Wolves 56, the Braves are 55.
Definitely a good game here. Of course, very close. I see Aidan Liven is not on the court at the moment. And we have...
Seems to be some confusion here as a foul was committed. And they are going to line up for some shots. Yes, there was a technical on the bench. And therefore, Keanu Woods will get an opportunity to score some free throws here.
Yeah, definitely. You see, discipline is a big part of sports. And, of course, this is what I would say one of the most important parts of basketball, understanding, the importance of discipline. So here I guess we have a little timeout called. Players are gathering courtside. And we're not too sure. There seems to be a little confusion. But on the other hand, it gives you more time to come on down to the multipurpose basketball arena. Get yourself familiar with your favorite team. And of course, we have merch on sale. We have a bar. And of course, we have food down here. So if you're feeling a little snackish, come on down to the multipurpose basketball arena and get yourself some nice little snacks here. Gentil, so as I said, it's Labor Day weekend. This league is going to go on for the next few weeks. Your team is the Dragons, am I right?
That's correct.
And what are your hopes? Are you looking to catch your first?
All I hope to do is to execute what we've practiced over the last several weeks. If we can come out here and play hard, and the guys show their dedication.
Such a diplomatic answer.
No, but I'm being sincere.
Are you a politician?
Pardon?
That was a very political answer. I don't know if you're practicing. So you see.
Jayesh, I'm here representing basketball and doing basketball commentary.
I'm just saying, maybe you can't help yourself. It's a very political answer. So.
Keanu Woods shooting a free throw. Seems to be that Kingsley Liebert is still having a conversation with the coach, and they're pausing to see.
Technical. That's a double technical.
Anyway, Jayesh, tell us a little bit about what's happening as it relates to MABA and activities going forward.
As I said, currently we are supporting Julius Fergus and the Attendance Sports Foundation here. Coming up in the year, we would like to see a few summer camps, some 3-on-3 action. We're looking forward to our local league and, of course, the regional invitational tournament. So a lot of basketball action we are planning to have in the next coming months. And we're looking forward to the support, of course, from all our patrons here in Montserrat. Come on out and supporting the young athletes as well as the athletes themselves, looking forward to their dedication, consistency. That's where it's very important for us. But definitely our goal as the exec is to have more basketball playing right here in Montserrat. But taking you right out to the court, we have Willock twisting and turning and converting two. That was 3-on-1 just now, and Willock.
They call it traveling.
Oh, so that basket didn't count then?
No, they said the basket didn't count. That's Fionn Mulcair passes it into Jauzik Weeks, number 7 for the Wolves. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in this, the fourth and final quarter of this game.
That's right.
Jazik Weeks dribble penetrates, looks to get the ball in, and man touching the glass. Willock touched the glass, and therefore 2 points is good. You can't touch the glass if the ball is not.
That's right. So that's another lead.
Range.
That's another lead change there. Now the Wolves are back up to 58. That's a 1 point lead over the Braves, who have 57. Keanu Woods guarded by Jordan George. Screen set by Rasan Thomas. Passes to Roll on the wing. Back to Rasan Thomas, who's driving, picks up the ball, pivots, pass back out to Roll, who has a 3-point attempt but misses. Rebound by Jazik Weeks to Jordan George, who's heading down. Stolen by Keanu Woods. Brings it back over on the fast break. Guarded by Popo. Hands in the face and unsuccessful. Jazik Weeks cleans up. Takes it over the half. Passes over to Jordan George, who takes a 3-point and misses. Ball is now out of bounds.
5 minutes, 29 seconds left in this, the fourth quarter. Very interesting developments in this, the fourth quarter, as the Wolves have lost what would appear to be Mr. Aidan Lyven, critical player at this junction. And here is Keanu Woods, former national player here, and he's bringing the ball over the half, guarded by Jordan George, dribbling into the keywood, gets the ball down to the baseline, young Kernan. Kernan spinning to the lane, getting it into the hands of Thomas, and a miss by Thomas. 3-second call on Willock. Very close game.
Popo was happy with that call.
Substitutions here, it looks like. Out goes Willock, in comes Phillip.
That's right. Fian Mulcahy here on the inbound play to Jordan George. Jordan George to Jazik Weeks, takes it over the half. Jazik Weeks here, guarded by Keanu Woods. An all-star matchup, you'd call it.
Absolutely.
Battle of the guards. Out to Jordan George on the wing, guarded by Popo. Kernan takes over. Spins.
Pump fakes.
And does not convert. Ball is now out of bounds. We have just about 4.5 minutes remaining in the final quarter. You know, the score is still 58-57 in favor of the Wolves, who have managed to get the lead in the fourth quarter. Here have Keanu Woods passing it out.
Keanu trying to slow down the pace of the game, looking at his players. Jordan George gets the long rebound. He's going to go all the way to the cup, guarded by Woods.
And
2-point conversion.
He converts. So now the lead has been extended to 3 points. A little bit of pressure. If I was Keanu Woods, you know, the game is now in his hands as he slowly takes the ball over half-court line. 8-second violation called.
Yes, 8-second violation called on Keanu Woods as the score now 60-57. And it can happen to anybody, but he has to be mindful of the time, mindful of what's happening on the court. And I see senior official Mr. Cranston Buffon signaling ball belonging to the Braves. So here's Kish Phillip, number 2 for the Braves, getting the ball into none other than
hands of Kernan.
Yes.
Kijon Kernan, who passes to Rashawn Thomas.
Squares up.
Passes it back to Kish Phillip, who takes a 3-pointer. Rebounded by Rashawn Thomas, but lost possession of the ball. So now we have a 3-point lead still, you know, in favor of the Wolves. We have the inbound play.
Inbound to Jazik Weeks, who
That's
keeps
right.
the ball alive. 4 minutes left. He's bringing the ball over the half. Here he is, looking to see who's available. Bounce pass down to Popo. Here's Popo driving to the key. Kicks back to Jazik Weeks, who's going to do a floater. 2-point conversion
successful. Now the lead is extended to 5 points.
Steal by Jordan George. 2-point conversion again as the Wolves smell blood and they're trying to finish off what appears to be the Braves.
So
Here's
that's
Jordan
7.
George. Again, another steal. Here's Russell. But Russell picks the ball, kicks it back to Keanu Woods. The ball stays with.
Quite impressive it is for the Wolves to play like this in the absence of Aidan Lyven, who was a prominent scorer for them. So here we have an inbound play again in favor of the Wolves, who now have a 7-point lead against the Braves here with just about 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock.
As we say in the third quarter, Wolves were setting this up because they rested all their starters. And I had a feeling that something like this would happen in the fourth. As you see, the Wolves have come to life here as Kish Phillip for the Braves drives, but he unfortunately bounced the ball off his legs
Loses
in transition
control.
and
That's
the
right.
ball out of bounds.
That's
So
right.
as we were saying, the Wolves were preparing for the fourth quarter by resting their players.
That's right. We have 3 minutes remaining, and they have a 7-point lead. I can only imagine the pressure in the head of Keanu Woods, Rasan Thomas, and Kish Phillip, who are the leading players here for the Braves, and of course Kijon Kernan. So you have basically the starting five and a new player number 5. That's Giovanni Brown. First time I'm seeing him on the court.
Yes, he played in the first quarter and played some good minutes as Giovanni Brown. Jab step sweeps, looks for the open man, gets it down to Keanu Woods, who's guarded by Fionn Malkia.
Slows down the game.
Looks to slow down the game, but Kish Phillip is still in hyper mode, driving there and getting that 2-point conversion that was well needed.
That's right. That's right. Score is now 59-64 in favor of the Wolves. Jazik Weeks taking his time over the halfway mark, passing it to Jordas George, and you can see a much slower pace. Jordas George, is that a trip or is that a foul?
They're going to call a foul because they're going to protect the offensive attack at all times. So going through the lane, if somebody's foot somehow trips you, the call will go to the offensive player.
That's right. So that would be called a blocking foul. Am I correct?
That's correct.
That's right. So now we have the Wolves in possession of the ball. Shot clock has 12. And of course, you know, it's just about 6. Yeah, just about 6 points.
Fionn Malkia collects that inbound pass.
5 points.
Here's
Sorry.
Jordas George, 12 bounce passing down to Jazik Weeks, who's capable of shooting that baseline 3. Kish Phillip collects that rebound, passes in transition into the primary break, and Kish Phillip chasing down the ball. He's guarded by Fionn Malkia, who gets it out to Keanu Woods, who dials up a 3.
And that goes out of bounds. Unfortunately, very disappointed is Keanu Woods with himself. However, that's all part of basketball. With a 5-point lead, we have Jazik Weeks passing it over to Jordas George. Crossover, drives, rebounds his own shot, spins, and misses, unfortunately. Here we have Rasan Thomas
collecting that rebound.
To Giovanni Brown, who takes it over the half, looks for the pass, finds Kijon Kernan, who passes it to Kish Phillip, but is not able to convert that 3-point attempt. Here we have Rajay Jackson on the other end, driving hard, looking for the pass, finds Jazik Weeks, fakes, passes to Jordas George, a little too hard, and we have the rebound collected by Kish Phillip, who takes it over the half now. Back to Keanu Woods on a 3-point attempt this time, and yet again misses.
So here's Rajay Jackson wearing number 6 for the Wolves. He's bringing it out of the backcourt, passes it to Jazik Weeks, who passes down to the baseline. Young Nasana Popo. Jordas George collects the rebound, bounce pass to Fionn Malkia, and the Wolves convert once again with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining in this, the first game, but the fourth quarter.
That's right. Keanu was on the other end, passes it out to Kijon Kernan, finds Rasan Thomas, back out to Kijon Kernan for the 3-point attempt and misses. Here we have Jordas George taking it down the court, passes the half court, finds and Popo
who turns around, get another rebound, and he sticks it back in.
That's now a 9-point lead. At this point, I would just pass the ball around. I wouldn't try to make any shots if I was on the Wolves, but I guess they're trying to make a statement. Jensen, they're trying to make a statement. At the end of the day, anything over 10 points is considered a blowout.
Here is Keanu Woods trying to find a 3-point there as Rajay Jackson collects the ball. He brings it over the half, and he will stop playing aggressively out of respect. Gets the ball over to Jazik Weeks, who's going to dribble out the game, I believe. And the Wolves get it to Fionn Malkia, who dials up a shot, and it looks like the game is completed.
Technical called on the Wolves bench. I guess Kingsley did not like the celebration early.
Yeah, I'm not sure what took place just now, Jaish, but I'm not going to get a little bit distracted by that. I'm going to focus and see that they try to slow down the end of the game. And at that time, some free throws, it looks like, going to happen here on the technical foul. So here's Keanu Woods.
On the other end, with 2.5 seconds remaining, there is a 9-point lead. We have Keanu Woods with 2 shot attempts. Let's see if he's able to convert.
First shot hit the back iron. Missed there. Looks like he'll get another attempt at the free throw.
I think his energy has dropped from the third quarter. You can see that he is upset with himself with the last few shot attempts, the 3 points. So I guess that may be the reason why. But here we have the Braves still in possession with the ball due to that technical. Giovanni Brown on the inbound play. We have Kingsley Liburd, official.
Giovanni will try to get the ball into, it looks like Kish Phillips are inbound there to Kish Phillip. And Kish will try his best to go to the cup, scoring that basket. Basket is going to be good. The final score, Jaish, tell the people what's happening.
So that's the Braves with 61 points and the Wolves victorious with 68 points. Definitely a lot of time for you to come on down to the multi-purpose basketball court. Bring your family down. I know, it's a long weekend, so you can do your chores another time. You can rest on a Sunday. You have Monday to enjoy yourself. And, of course, inviting you down here for the entire family. The Wolves managed to, pass and, come out victorious. So they won the first game of the season, Genzo. I'm proud of them. Coming in, I saw the Braves with the lead for almost the entire game. So it's amazing to see that turnaround in the fourth quarter. I guess you call that well in advance.
The race is not for the swift.
It's for one who endures to the end.
That's what I say. For those coming down to the Sports Center, one more game of basketball tonight. Come on down a few minutes. In 10 minutes, you'll see that game take place between the Dragons and the Panthers.
Of course, the Dragons is coached by none other than my co-commentator, Jensen Skerritt. So we'll see if he can walk the walk he talks.
Have a good night and good evening, everyone. Talk to you later.
Alrighty.
Listen to me, I put some carrots in your ear. Make this stitch up, I wanna put it in the ring. Wanna give D, I serve it like a dealer. Gripping out the while I'm thinking in the middle. I'm back in Joe Bird, it couldn't feel no realer. I put red picture in a Polaroid. She a trophy, you know what? Memphis feet feeling like a sirloin. Told the chauffeur take a shit, she next up. Have a play with you, be a war.
From Jersey to Ibiza, they say it doesn't get sweeter. Feel my body banging like speaker. Ooh, sweating on my concealer. Skin tight, no millimeter. And my face card make him feel weaker. But you know that my body is a healer. Ooh, I love to make it jump, 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 jump. Oh, you know I love to make it jump, jump, jump. Dum, 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 back it up, top. You know I love to make it jump, 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 jump. Oh, you know I love to make it jump, jump, jump. Dum, 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 back it up, back it up.
I don't care if I saw you in a magazine or if you're on TV, that one don't mean nothing to me. Don't need a shower, baby, I need a free. Lick it like ice cream, as if you mean to be disgusting. It's not enough. Drop night by night, one side at night, and no stopping it. Go shopping it. Cash. If I go, I go. Breakfast on fire. Me o daddy no jack up. I saw a champagne in my mood. I can see girl from the ghetto. Girls from uptown. That's the life of a city boy. Oh yeah, yeah. Demo. Oh yeah, yeah. Jello. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Mama Sheba, come back on. Make me the start of the paragon. Start of the halagon. Cause you know say my people they calagon. Ogulo makbawo. As I hating on us, make we manyamo. No, I be my father's son. Cause you know say I come from Potako. That's why I'm a jago. Start of the dance, I'm like I do. Koni Tolago. I go show you say bounce and Tolago. Cause I be city boy. And as I day for the street, they give me joy. Lamborghini boy. Put them on some Jesus and I'm not religious. Oh, I know. Me if I go, I go.
if nothing off it tape up. Good like gold, make your drape up. Anything you want at Tiffany's or Marc Jacob. Ring palm finger, me I tell you straight up. Any break up, I must break up to make up. Make up, every furniture still a shake up. She said,
Ain't gonna be no other. We can love you like me, no. No undercover lover. No third party, just me and you.
chew your tight like and can glue, my girl. Till then, I just me and you. Tell your body good, I mean, I know where you get it from.
We are rising, we realizing. You want to fight my butt, we got for the reprisal. We used to couldn't find the cabbage for the rice. Never have nothing to lose, me have to gamble with my life yet. Maybe not grind like semi broke, me take a minus, make a plus. Them they know when me go through them, see me shine and say look. Have a drive like me a truck, but I mind like me a prof. Me a grind like me a all day, all night me a walk. At the right night, at the right vibe, me like right or some. Only hype out the road, no bag a try hype or some. Y'all march out at the same thing me a talk about. Me a get high, me a pass cloud, me a drink booze, me a talk cloud out there. If you know when me a do the whole of them eyes, me. Them eyes, them eyes, them eyes. Can't do a thing when they don't criticize me. Me glad on me stay so they can't style me. None of them have me ticket and me have me eye.
Love and one, we laugh and one. Meanwhile, them a live for me name and a talk and one. Girl and laugh and one, make me laugh and one. Them broke like buckle, make them talk and one. Me have $1 billion for me title. Mama said the every day, them no like you. Me have $1 million for the rock. But my tick like clock right beside you. No a foot that's a hand that's a. You shouldn't make a man dress up. Marty Shan is a man dress up. Lie that's up. Me still a beat and teach and school them. I must little dance rent house a fool them. Pampers a baby school them. See them girl them have a we a screw them. Laugh and go on, oh, we laugh and go on. Meanwhile them a live for me name and a talk and go on. Girl and laugh and go on, laugh and go on. Them broke like buckle make them talk and go on.
We tell them, not even that can stop me. Young but my heart to the core. Living my life on the road, I make money and then I go make some more. So we tell them, swabby, just look on my swabby. Jump in a Gucci, jump in a Versace. Have up 100 grand, no for my body. 100 strong for any man who want to take it from me. Swabby, want make me so swabby. Me chill my competition, then me cut with the derby. All of me gyal them a come out for the party. Me so much camel toe feel like me the Abu Dhabi. Wow, swabby, me out to the army. Just know the sky clear, look how the weather gets stormy. If me ever hurt you, baby, me sorry. Some of the time it disappear, but I be back, so no worry. Go through me rough times and all of my glory. Probably the heaven in all of my jewelry. Swabby, we just get started.
Time for changes, yeah. Remember when me tell us if you ride all night, you come in style and ride all right. Girl, I feel like an island vibe. Yeah, it's just so you're nice and nice. Remember when me tell us ride all night, you come in style and ride all right. Like girl, I feel like an island vibe. It's just so you're nice and nice. You remember when me tell us, hey girl, I better say me cut and left you in a jealousy. Hey. Make you lock up on a ball and a beg for sin. That girl trouble, she love. It's down wine in a slow motion. Wine 1 dozen more time on the slow song. Hey girl, your body right and up like ocean. Mash up me mind when you whine me, I sing one more song. And is a hit one. Remember when me tell us if we ride all night, you come in style and ride all right. Like I feel like an island vibe. Yeah, it's just so you're nice and nice. Remember when me tell us if we ride all night, you come in style and ride all right. Like I feel like an island vibe. It's just so you're nice.
It's all about your love.
Hey, Drive Star.
All about your love. It's all about your love. Like all about your love. Feeling like for just, feeling fine for just. Spend my life for you, and die for us, fight for us.
number. She hunting for a spender. The world freeze when you enter. You're pretty like Dolly, can you please take the center? Missing you through me Gucci lenser. What a skin tender, you look like my Benza. She gon' surrender, I gon' caress you. Best friend, yeah. Loving her extend, yeah. You move on, I know what them say. Feel like love for the first time. Me see your girl, me get the right vibe. Right style, cute face with a bright smile. Really like for just, feel the vibe for just. Spend my life for you, I die for us, fight for us. Spend my life for you, really like for just, feel the vibe for just.
Love you did I look you must see down. Mickey I hit and run. Mickey I hit and run. Hey, my youth, you take it too serious. Give a little piece, just a little feel up. Now you take a set up on me, you eat up. Give me space, give me room, give me little breeze now. Jesus, I wanna make you feel so. Throw me keep it tight, and me ever clean so. Want me did want, tell me never need you. This enough if people know, keep it on a deal. But too young for lockdown with nobody. I pray one day somebody keep your company. And a girl like me just want have fun and more money. But you a pre-relationship and that's a no for
Yeah. Someone left a cell phone, iPhone in the bathroom, in the male bathroom. So if you could check me and call the phone number, you could have the phone.
Long story short, you think good and done. Ever me see when you pull your down. Call your phone, me want some. That y'all tone again, you aren't numb. How wicked you wicked, boy, run.
me a real bad girl, me not cycle down.
Get the bricks a level up, can't style me do me up. But me miss how we have touch.
But too young for lockdown with nobody. I pray one day somebody keep your company. And a girl like me just want have fun and more money. But you a pre-relationship and that's a no for me. Hey, you think you coulda get in on my feelings?
But someone get you for settle down.
Nigga, I hit and run. Nigga, I hit and run. Me did only one little deal. Love you did I look you must see down. Nigga, I hit and run. Nigga, I hit and run. You think you coulda get in on my feelings? You coulda get me for settle down. Nigga, I hit and run. Nigga, I hit and run. Me did only one little deal. Love you did I look you must see down. Miggy I hit and run. Miggy I hit and run.
They are on the rampage, a bad mind and grudge. When it comes to corruption, man, they wouldn't budge. If they don't like your head, tell the culprit that you're dead. They sit in the judge's chair, making decisions so unfair. Not afraid, I am not afraid. Like I told the youth in their tongue, trying so hard to knock me down. But tell all of them for me, I will come out in victory. Tell them again for me, I will come out in victory. Hey! Boy! Some will bad talk you, some will jealous you, some will tell the people lies, that is what they do. But if you're strong in head, you could put them all to bed. The lies they tell on you, in life they could not get you. Not afraid, I am not afraid. Like I told the youth in their tongue, trying so hard to knock me down. But tell all of them for me, I will come out in victory. Tell them again for me, I will come out in victory. Hey! Oh!
bully you, victimize you too. Some speak of vanity, but have no humanity. Don't want to hear what's on your mind. They ignore you all the time. They want to in poverty, so you can't feed your family. Not afraid, I am not afraid. Like I told the youth in their tongue, trying so hard to knock me down. But tell all of them for me, I will come out in victory. Tell them again for me, I will come out in victory. Hey! Boy! Lord. Lord. From back in the days of slavery, so many stars still remain, where traumatic experiences form the norm.
Good night once again, and welcome back to the Ascendant Sports 2024 Basketball League. Here we're playing the second game of tonight. It's proceeding, and of course, it is the Panthers versus the Dragons. Here we have number 10, Jashwan Fenton, passing the ball over to Bazi, who's driving very strong, passes it out, and a rebound by Clinton Reese. Number 10. Currently, I do not have the paper in front of me, so I'm only informing you guys what names I know off the top of my head. So if I call a wrong name, please forgive me. But nevertheless, you have ample amount of time to head on down to the multipurpose basketball arena and join us as we, enjoy the showcasing of young athletes here down at the Little Bay area. If you're a tourist, that's where the multipurpose basketball arena is located. And of course, it's Labor Day weekend, so come on down and join us. Here we have just about 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter, so you have quite a long game ahead of us. And it's the Panthers versus the Dragons. This is the second game of the Ascendant Sports League. Especially a big shout out to Julius Fergus, who is the man behind the mission, and we're going to congratulate him on, I think, the third annual Ascendance League here in Montserrat, and wishing him all the best, of course, for the future. We have quite a few giveaways coming up, and at this point we're just going to go through the Instagram page, so definitely make sure you drop them a follow on Instagram. That's Ascendant Sports 664 on Instagram. Tonight, as I said, the second game is between the Panthers and the Dragons, and we have Jashwan Fenton, Devonnie Brown, Joshua Winspear, Zeju Riley, Kishron Israel, D'Angelo Samuels, Diego Benjamin, Etienne Udo, Caden Roach, Jamari Lane, and Brian Henry. This is the Dragons team, and of course, the coach, Mr. Genzel Skerritt. Panthers, we have the coach, Mr. Rodney Brown, and the players are Tashawn Phillip, Devon Sweeney, Clinton Reese, Latisse Martin, Trishawn Charles, Cleveland Skerritt, Jamal Williams, Alan Mendez, Rajon Gerald, and Samuel Mendez, Kijani Galloway. So those are the teams. Of course, Panthers versus Dragons. And we are here at the multipurpose basketball arena in Little Bay. We have Tashawn Phillip, number 1 of the Panthers, driving hard, and a foul Big drive and a big fall there by number 10 of the Panthers. And that is very nasty foul. I think he's going to walk it off. That's Tashawn Phillip of the Panthers. A foul is called and he will be going to the line. I see a substitution in. So we have Ziju Riley in for Diego Benjamin. That was a hard fall there by Tashawn Phillip. But of course, the Panthers is currently in the lead. Oh, sorry, the Panthers are not in the lead. Sorry, the Panthers are at 2 points and the Dragons with 3 points. So the Dragons are in fact in the lead with just 1 point. It's still early in the game. Enough time for you to come on down to the multi-purpose basketball arena. Definitely, as I said, follow Ascendant Sports. This is also being streamed live on Fiddle Magic Media. It's my pleasure to welcome Mr. Julius Fergus into the studio. How are you doing, Julius? It's the first night of Ascendant Sports, the 3rd annual basketball league. What are your thoughts so far of the first game, the Braves versus the Wolves?
It was a bit of a thriller, if you ask me. The Braves led most of the way with the Wolves coming at the last minute. I think the Braves did get a bit comfortable during the third, from their performance in the first and the second quarters, and allowed the Wolves to gain momentum and rally back and take that one from them. But I like the energy from the guys. I like the passion. I like the enthusiasm so far,
Definitely. And I must say, it could be congratulations to you as it relates to the promotion. It's been a big improvement from last year.
Definitely.
On social media, out in the public, you're hearing much more about Ascendant Sports. There was a postponement. You want to shed a little bit light on that?
Yeah, we had a few technical issues in terms of sourcing materials and stuff like that. And we tried our best to get everything sorted. There are still a few things outstanding. But for the most part, the guys look good. Most of our stuff are here. We tried our best to improve on our branding and stuff like that.
I see the merch is now on sale this year.
Definitely.
So folks can, come on down and support their favorite teams. Of course, if you're a mom, dad, sibling, auntie, uncle, or just a well-wisher, definitely this is your opportunity to support your team and also support the Ascendant Sports in their movement of, playing more basketball, especially among the youths who don't really get a chance to play in the bigger leagues.
Definitely, it's an opportunity for the especially the secondary school under 16, under 17 guys to test their ability to see if they could really transition into the bigger league. A lot of them have put hopes of playing for the national squad, even going further and playing for college and stuff like that. So it's a great opportunity for them and also for the bigger guys to get to shine a bit. Express themselves.
And showcase their talents.
Definitely,
100%. So, Julius, tell us, this league is going to be going on for the next couple of weeks. When exactly will be the finals?
The finals will be on the 15th. The finals will be the 15th of June.
Okay.
This is going to be one night. So, it's 2 rounds. Everybody plays each other twice. First round, second round, and then we have the finals on the 15th of June.
Definitely.
I think that should be a holiday weekend as well.
Holiday weekend in June.
When's the King's birthday?
You're embarrassing me.
But somewhere around there, because I think we have a few holiday weekends coming.
Yeah, we do. Well, now it's Labor Day, the first week, and then of course we have the Whit Monday coming up at the end of May. We're full of holidays in the May season.
At least we have some activities to keep the people active, especially the youth. After the St. Patrick's, we kind of had a bit of a lull. So, it's an opportunity to just bring a bit of a vibe back as well.
100%.
So the youths benefit, the players benefit, and the public also benefit.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, encouraging one and all to come on down to the multi-purpose basketball arena. A lot of lovely basketball action happening. I remember you saying that some of the teams are sponsored by individuals in the public. Would you like to shed some light on that?
Yeah, well, this year we had a few sponsors for the teams. We had Caribbean Alliance sponsoring, I think, the Panthers, Ashooks, sponsoring the Braves. and Digicel sponsoring the Dragons this year.
I think Arcane sponsored.
Arcane though took up the entire sponsorship because some of the sponsorships, different companies sponsor different teams. So Summer Breeze also added a sponsorship to each team. Arcane, however, covered the entire sponsorship for the Wolves. So they'll be launching their jerseys next week as well.
Okay.
So that's a different approach. Eventually, because if you notice, a lot the main sponsors for most of the jerseys are Ascendant Sports.
Right, that's right.
And then the goal sponsors, we brand them on the right side of the jersey. But Arcane Sports would be the main sponsor for Wolves, so you'll see his branding on front of the jersey as well. We'll be advertising it further to try and build the brand and collaborate with other brands, to help and market us as best as we can.
Definitely. And I see you have a big team here supporting with you. Anyone you want to like to shout out?
Yeah, man, the entire team. My cousin Georgette, she's not here right now. We have Jean Griffith, Stefan Buffon, Shania Brown, Anissa Lindsay, my brother Joanny Ryan, my sister Jamara Ferger. She's in England right now, but she still assists. She still chips in and plays her role. Everyone else who helps. We get a big help from Drick as well, Magic Weeks. He'll be coming down next week actually to join the Braves. He is currently studying abroad, but he helps a lot with our posters and stuff like that. So I think he's a part of the Chess Empire.
Of course, yeah. I was just about
Yeah, man. So everybody collaborating, it's a small island, so we have to work together to try and build each other
100%,
up.
man. And we love the initiative, and especially the youth. I know they appreciate this opportunity to play the game that they love so much.
A lot of them were kind of upset that we postpone, but I told them it's more time for you to practice, more time for you to get in shape, and for allowing us to produce a better product. You get me? That was Tejan there who
skillfully, laid that ball in so gracefully. You could see that he definitely learned a few tricks when he spent some time in America.
Definitely a big jump, big improvement from last year to this year.
100%, and this is why we're so grateful for Philly Magic Media and the team to definitely showcase these games on the media on YouTube. So if you're tuning into ZJB Radio and you want to see the action, log on to Philly Magic Media, on the YouTube, and definitely be a part.
You can also get the link either on our Instagram page or also on the WhatsApp channel, Ascendant Sports. So
and this is of course for patrons that are not here on Montserrat, because if you're
for
here
the overseas,
because if you're here, you might as well just take the drive down to a little bit. You can get from point A to point B quite quickly here in Montserrat. There's no traffic jams in paradise. So definitely make your way down. There's still a long game ahead of us. We're still in the first quarter. We had a beautiful game. In the third quarter for the last game, there was just a 1 point lead.
Yeah.
And
I don't think the Wolves led at all in the first quarter, in the first half.
In the first half, no. In the fourth quarter is when they got the edge over the Braves, and I guess after 8 on left, I was actually surprised that they held themselves together and delivered. So it's quite impressive with the team.
That probably gave them the impetus, the extra motivation.
Right, we have to go harder.
Definitely. We're one man down, so everyone is accountable now.
100%. But I guess they'd have some bragging rights for the next week. As I like to say, there's a lot of ego, a lot of boastingness involved, especially when you're out in the public. A lot of tough talk given in basketball. So looking forward to that in this coming week. It all builds excitement. So it's all clean fun.
Definitely.
Clean fun.
I just want to point out like 2 of our youngsters from the MSS who've been doing really well in the BML League. I think Kurjan Israel was the MVP last year. He just put up 2 points there, and he's handling himself very well at this level, I must say. Him and Joshua Winspear, 2 of the young guys who put in a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely. I often see them down here practicing when no one is. Yeah. So, you could definitely see the hard work pays off.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to seeing more youths from the MSS showcasing their talent, and, of course, displaying it for the public and the world to see. Because, there's no limit.
Definitely, and they're the next up. They're the next ones who are going to be most eligible for things like scholarships and the like. So they have to put their best out here. Now is the time when you're getting seen, you know.
100%.
You're on the platform, you're on YouTube. So even after tonight, and you want to send a scout or take clips to send to colleges to show them this is what I'm made of. It's not just talk, it's not just stats on paper, but
Right.
this is what I'm capable of doing, and you can see it firsthand.
Definitely. So there you have it, folks. We have the Dragons with 10 points, Panthers with 9 here in the first quarter. 2 minutes remaining. I'm here joined by the CEO of Ascendant Sports. Of course, putting in his piece. It's the first week. It's the second game. A lot of excitement happening down at the multi-purpose basketball arena. You know, the entire team has pulled together, making sure this has happened after a little bit of technical difficulties, postponement. Nevertheless, this is Ascendant Sports. This is the third annual basketball league.
Yeah, man, annual.
And, you know, third out of many, you know what I mean? Definitely. So if you want to come on down, definitely support them. T-shirts on sale.
We have a championship plaque that has about 10 spots on it. The first 2 have been filled by the Braves and the Panthers, and we hope to fill that out and add more in the future, you know.
Right.
So, yeah, man.
I know this is probably a question you won't be able to answer, but so far, you know, over the past 2 years and now you're in the third year, have you grown fond of any particular team that you're proud of how well, not to per se like showing a bias, but in how they've developed or how they carry themselves as a team that you want to point out in terms of discipline as well?
Well, if we're being honest, the first year I coached the Wolves, so, and they aren't the most winning team, but I think they're one of the more gutsy teams. You get me? So definitely I have a slight bias towards the Wolves, but I support all the teams, I support all the champions. I would like to see them win it one day.
Right, 100%.
Definitely, but
so
I also like...
Who took over your coaching duty?
Mr. Andre Daly, as well as he's assisted by Mr. Damani Armstrong.
Oh, right. And of course, if you missed anything, all the information is on their Instagram page. So make sure you drop a like, drop a follow, and stay abreast with everything happening with Ascendant Sports here in Montserrat for their third annual basketball league. And in just a few, I'll be joined by Mr. Ken, Coach Ken, who was commentating the first game. But Julius, anything else you'd like to share with us? What we can expect in the upcoming weeks?
Yeah, man, you could. Tonight, I would say the guys, I was going to say they're knocking off the rust, but they seem like they've been practicing. They seem like they've been highly anticipating this. So maybe in the first quarter, you may see a bit of rustiness, but the guys still are showing that, you know, they're still fully capable.
Have you been attending the practice sessions? Have they been practicing as teams?
Some of them. I must compliment the Dragons. They've been very consistent. If you notice, a lot of the guys are from the MSS team. They're probably one of the younger teams. So I train the MSS as a whole on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Coach Skerritt trains his team on Mondays, and sometimes he would come in, chip in on Thursdays and bring in the older guys to help with the competition as well, and the level of experience to help the...
So the teams do practice individually then?
Definitely, they do practice individually. They do.
That's great. So is there like a set time or a set day that each team practices?
Well,
you guys share the facility?
There's a shared facility and they work it out amongst themselves. I try to step back a bit and allow the coaches and the management to handle that bit of it. Because sometimes I could get over involved, and then, you know, it's a big machine with a lot of parts. And you could get carried
a lot of
away.
moving parts, definitely.
So it's a big team.
Know
so
how
I try
that goes.
Yeah, man,
I know how
definitely.
that goes.
Anytime you try to handle everything, you end up exhausted and burnt out and stuff. So I try to, a big black day by Mr. Tejan Bazi.
Definitely, you can see
showing his worth.
You can see he has definitely learned a few tricks in America.
Definitely.
And he's showing, hey, like, this is why I was sent away.
Definitely.
But here we have Cleveland Skerritt. Oh, is that
Kurjan Israel? Yeah,
right.
back-to-back shots. A lot of hustling, that young man. As I said, he was MVP, so he's showing that, he could move up to the next level and still perform, man.
But he does look very active on the court.
Steal.
He does look very
He's
active on the
down,
court.
passes to
very
Benji.
good pass. And a rebound by...
Kurjan, 6 points easy like that, back-to-back. So, definitely, he is talented. It wasn't a mishap that he got the MVP in the MSS League. Alan Mendes, also from MSS, went up and missed at the end of the quarter. We kind of took up the whole quarter day with the interview, but definitely sharing with the people the
It's
journey.
important. It's important that we know who's behind it. You know what I mean? You know,
Definitely.
we have to give you credit for putting this. Not all the time you're putting all this work. You know, we
Yeah.
do see the fruits.
Yeah.
We do see the benefit
Yeah,
of
man.
it. The young ones, especially, I know they're excited, and even though like it's good fun, it's clean fun. You know,
Yeah,
the
man.
youth, they need an opportunity to showcase their talents, and it's amazing that Ascendant Sport is putting on this league for them.
Yeah.
Because, for example, they wouldn't be able to play for the bigger games, you know, but
No.
this prepares them
True.
for that next step.
And then when they play in the village league, they hardly come by wins because it's the MSS playing
Right.
against all teams that are a lot older, a lot bigger, a lot stronger, and more experienced than them. And I would say getting 1 or 2 wins under your belt can do a lot for your confidence.
Right, 100%,
you know?
100%.
So I
You,
think it's a
you say wins, but I feel like even 1 or 2 shots on the court make you
Yes,
feel like Mike.
yes. Make you free up, allow you to adjust better, you know.
Yeah, 'cause
get into the game a lot more.
I told Jensen, like, it's a different energy when you're playing in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
You know, you might have your mom there in the corner, your dad, you might have your high school sweetheart, as I told Jensen. You know, like that make you do all kind of nonsense. I know you might be able to speak from experience, but
Yeah, man. Well, you see me, I have a different mentality where it's kind of, once I'm in between the white lines, I really don't hear anything or see anything outside. I kind of get in the zone. Once you get locked in,
right.
your whole mind is focused on the game, and sometimes you don't even hear the crowd. You don't even hear the crowd. You're only who are involved. You might hear your coach because you know
Right.
the voices that you're accustomed to.
Right.
You hear your coach. You're locked in with your team players. You know your teammates. You hear their voices because communication is key in basketball. Most
100%.
importantly.
100%.
So some people, they maybe get a few butterflies at the start of the game. Me personally, I used to. Every single game, no matter how experienced I am, at the start of every game, you get a few butterflies. But once you get going, as I said, you get in that zone, you're locked in. You'll be surprised at what you'll be able to do. You'll be working miracles.
100%. But that's it. But you know what? You might feel that way, but there are other players that actually get
Yeah.
fueled by the crowd.
Definitely.
You know, when the crowd get involved, when the crowd is behind you,
Yeah,
they get more motivated.
They give you that energy.
Give you that energy, that
they
confidence.
give you that energy.
So,
because I feel like even the first game, the crowd was started to get behind the Wolves, and you could have seen they probably drew some of that energy
100%,
and converted it into buckets.
Especially in the last quarter. I remember being at the back end for the first 3 quarters. They never had a lead.
Yeah.
Going to the 4th quarter when they got their first lead, so the crowd probably, you know,
Definitely.
got behind them in that manner.
One of the things that I want to encourage, though, I see a few parents here, so I must thank them. But definitely, I want to encourage the parents. We have 48 players, so and each player has 2 parents. So that's 96 people that should be here. You get me? And as you said, seeing your parents, seeing your friends, seeing your high school sweetheart, uncle, aunts here could do so much for you to encourage you to even work harder in the game because you know
100%.
you have to impress them. So parents, thank you to the parents who have come out, but I want to encourage a lot more parents to come out and support the guys.
Definitely, and it does so much, you know, for the youths. It's just knowing that you have someone that is supporting you, that when you make that shot, you can look behind and smile.
Definitely.
You know, so it's a beautiful thing to have.
Yeah,
and as you said, I could not agree more that we definitely need some more parents down at the multipurpose basketball, supporting the youths, showing them that, you know, we are watching and we are noticing all the hard work that you've been putting in over the last few weeks or months.
Yes.
So, but Julius, thank you for joining me in the booth.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
always a pleasure to be a part of the Ascendants team here
Definitely.
in the commentating booth, and wishing you all the best for the entire tournament. May the best team win.
Definitely. I want to thank you guys for coming out and supporting every time. You know, my commentators, you, Ken Jenzel, the ZJB crew, Kian, Philo Magic, every time for, you know, getting it out there so that those who are here could enjoy as well as those further afield.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Josh.
So locked in here, I am welcoming Coach Ken. He's also part of the MSS team. He'll be able to identify the players much better than I can because Julius hasn't given me a paper, but we're pulling from the Instagram. So if you want to follow the Ascendant Sports, they have all the information. They are locked in. But in the meantime, good afternoon or good evening, Coach Ken.
Good evening, Josh. And how are you tonight, Josh?
I'm blessed, man. I'm always blessed.
All right.
I'm always blessed.
Welcome, everyone, again. We're back here at the Little Bay Playing Center where we have a lovely basketball game going for the third year now. And as you heard that interview, lovely interview with the CEO himself, Mr. Fergus, I would like to thank you very much for what you've been doing and what you're displaying here tonight. I am very proud. I'm smiling because I see so many MSS students involved, and they're showcasing their talent and they're really showing what they have. And I see some parents smiling.
I must say, it must be a great feeling, seeing a player improve on so many different levels over a period of time. I must say, like, I can only imagine because I'm not a coach.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But for you as a coach to be able to see that growth in that player from a grassroots level, or even from, just getting his dribble going to now crossing over and laying up, it must be a beautiful feeling.
And it's good. And you see, you mentioned a name there, Mr. Kerjan Israel, and you have Winspear, you have Browns, you have two brothers, you have a national player, the number 5 on the, what's that team in the green again? Is it Panthers?
I think it's Panthers,
yes. And it's a very good look, and I am proud to be here in the midst of so many beautiful people and coaches and the staff and everything else of the Ascendant crew. And you have young Tejan Bazi, who you mentioned there, coming into his own, going away for a scholarship and coming, and young Brown goes. The older Brown drives into the key, and he was fouled.
On the drive, of course, officials for tonight, we have the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Lands, Housing, Environment. I almost ran out of breath.
Where can you go in the world and you see that easily? Because usually when you go somewhere else, they must have bodyguards and all that stuff.
Black tint out vehicles.
Bulletproof suits.
Armed soldiers. We're here in Montserrat, He's courtside with us officiating this game. Of course, he's joined by Mr. George Green and Mr. Jamal Wade as well.
Yes. And I like to see that we have the Panthers with 16 and the Dragons
with
22. And it's a lovely match away 8 minutes and 25 seconds into the second quarter.
Shot clock with 18 on it. We have an inbound play to Devon Sweeney, who scores a basket for the Panthers, now decreasing that lead to just 4 points. It's a lot of action here down the multi-purpose basketball arena. We have some young ones running courtside. We have the game going on. We have food, drinks on sale. Of course, we have merch to support your basketball team. And what more can I do but to invite you down, and make it a family affair. It's Labor Day weekend. You can get up late tomorrow. It's all right. You can have a cold one on a hot day. Today was hot, man.
Yes, it was.
And no breeze was blowing today.
Even tonight when we came in, it was kind of humid, so I thought it would affect the players, but you don't see there's no change in the players. And you see young Winspear try the shot there, and is that Reese?
Clinton Reese with that rebound, who hands that over to Sean Phillip, who slows down the game, pass it to the wing, now into Cleveland Skerritt, who's driving. Beautiful pass into Reese, who loses the ball. Recovered by Devonnie Brown on that fast break. Guarded well by Tashawn Phillip. Looks for the pass to Winspear on the wing for the 3 ball. Rolling and out, unfortunately. Tashawn Phillip cleans that up, takes it over the half. Was guarded now by young Brown. Pass it to Clinton Reese, who, with that shot attempt, goes out of bounds.
All right, so you have young Bazi inbound the ball to Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown comes up, looking to come over the line, marked closely and there's a good screen set there. Ball goes around, good interchange of play again, and now Winspear has gotten his 3, and he tried that, so that's 1 on 3.
Definitely. So the lead now moves on to 7 points in favor of the Dragons, thanks to Winspear's 3 ball. Here we have Tashawn Phillip driving, looking for that pass. Looks to find number 5, but is unsuccessful as the ball goes out of bounds. Here now I've been blessed with the numbers and names of the players on the board, so I may be able to do a better job at commentating.
And you have young, who's that on the ball there? My eyes are failing me here. Okay. So you have a good matchup tonight, and we're here live in living color down at the Little Bay Plain Center. We have a very good matchup for your second game. You remember this game last year was one of the most interesting games ever, and so now it's a continuation. I like how the CEO put this together. Just the only thing we're asking the parents to come out this week. We'll give you this week, but next week make sure you're out in your numbers and you're supporting our young players. And you have a next young player coming into the game, checking into the game, and Mr. Gerald, a young Gerald. So 2 brothers out there playing for the same team. Yes, well done.
Yeah, we have Clinton Reese with that jump shot, converts a 2-point play for the Panthers. So the lead is now to 5 with just about 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So you have ample amount of time to come on down to the multipurpose basketball arena here in Little Bay and join us courtside for the Dragons against the Panthers.
Yes, and you have Tejan Bazi trying to drive into that key a while ago, and he was stripped there by Mr. Sweeney.
That's right. So we have an inbound play now. Skerritt passes to Devon Sweeney, who drives very hard, spins. Whistle is called, and that is a foul on Sweeney.
Yes.
Guess that's a charging foul on Sweeney.
Strange call there, but we know we're in the capable hands of our officials tonight, and they're on point so far. So you have young Fenton inbounding the ball to Mr. Brown, and Mr. Brown, as they come over the line, they're coming over the line, driving and trying. And what is that? Is that a foul, blocking foul, or? And yes, it's a foul.
It's a blocking foul. That's right, in favor of the Dragons.
And that was Cleveland Skerritt. Laughing there, so he's wondering. Yes, okay. So we have an inbound again, and young Kerjan Israel spinning inside. Lovely ball onto the outside to Winspear, and Winspear is in and out. He's not very lucky coming from that end tonight. That's 1 out of 1 and 4. You've tried and that. So now let's see. Young Kerjan is playing fearless, driving through, put the ball back out to Winspear, and Winspear put it up, and he touches the basket, the rim. Cleveland Skerritt with the.
But you know what? I love the chemistry between Israel and Winspear.
Yes.
He consistently finds Winspear on the wing, and Winspear is not afraid to put up a shot. Tonight, I don't think he's that successful, however, but you know he will get it right eventually. But if it's not your night, it's not your night. Eh?
Yes.
I have to tell you that. But here we have Cleveland Skerritt on the inbound play, finds Phillip. Number 1 for the Panthers, crosses the half-court line, back to Cleveland Skerritt at the top of the 3-point line, passes it into Clinton Reese, passes it to Sweeney, who drives, but is blocked out of bounds. But a foul is called on Tejan Bazi. So, you know, we have the game still hasn't moved. The Panthers with 20 and the Dragons with 25. Here in the second quarter, with just about 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, we have Devon Sweeney at the free throw line, taking 2 shots. The first one is good. The lead is now decreased to 4 points. Let's see if he manages to convert the second shot. How important are free throws? You know,
the free throws, they help. At times, they help to give that player momentum. As you can see, Devon Sweeney, he knows that every time he drives, he can collect a foul or he collects something for his team. So it's very important. It adds something to the game. And that lovely turn.
I've played against Devon. I've played with Devon. And one of his very strong attributes in basketball is being able to drive to the basket and get that contact. So it's nice to see that he's very consistent with that. And here we have Reese out to Tejan Phillip, who fakes, sends Kejan flying, but unfortunately misses. Here we have Cleveland Scare with a very good defense, but not good enough for Tejan Bazi. He was very strong in that paint and converts for the 2 points on behalf of the Dragons. So now the Dragons are up by 7 points. So it's 29-22 with just about 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So good amount of time for you to come on down and definitely enjoy this game. I can spot Mr. Julius Fergus courtside locked in. We have a long ball to Devon Sweeney, who makes an easy layup for the Panthers. Now the score is 24-29 in favor of the Dragons.
And you have young Kerjan Israel coming up with that ball, protecting that ball. You have a reach in there, and there's a turnover. Sweeney, I guess the experience and a lovely play with those two. And he tried to put that up. And you have Kerjan Israel with that rebound. And you have two of our seasoned players, two professional players, not converting a layup. I find that very strange. Either they were too eager or it wasn't rolling off their hands so smoothly. All right.
Maybe it was well defended by Kerjan as well. So that's definitely nice to see quite a few young folks out here tonight. Of course, with their families, you're always welcome. We have some space for more. I see Coach Skerritt down the quiet instrumental court side, sending our messages to the Dragons, letting them know that, hey, this is the first game we have to win.
Yes, and as he mentioned before, he's keeping something in his locker, so hopefully we can see that. And as you can see, his team is very young, not much experience on there as in seasoned player besides Joshua Fenton. I know Mr. Brown has a little professionalism in him as well, and he's carrying the team there as well. But let's see how it goes as we enter into the rest of the evening. And now Mr. Skerritt has the ball. Cleveland Skerritt goes over the line with 18 seconds on the clock. A lovely pass into Sweeney. Sweeney turns, look for a pass, puts it out to young Gerard. Gerard hits the rim, going up now, and that's Reese. Yes, turnover. And Mr. Brown comes over the line, teams come over, and Jamari Lane drives. And a lovely ball inside to Diego Benjamin, and Diego Benjamin converts from inside of the paint. Definitely. Lovely play inside, lovely interchangeable play by the Dragons. That reminds
me of the three-man weave,
Yes.
Very good pass there by Jamari Lane. Of course, the Dragons, you said, was a very a young team. They're missing their star player, Christian Yearwood, who is away in the UK playing cricket. Multi-talented he is. So we wish him all the best. Here we have Tejan Bazi out to the wing. Back to Tejan Bazi, who takes a three-pointer. Unsuccessful. Here we have number 8 for the Panthers, driving on the fast break and converts.
Watch that smooth. And that's Rajon Gerard. And you look at that smooth layup, looking like a seasoned player. And this is his first year actually getting minutes on the court. And a lovely turnover, and Gerard goes again. Lovely crossover, but he could not hold that. Very good defense going to Tejan Bazi. And Tejan Bazi is trying to drive, and he gains possession. Tejan Bazi looking very confident tonight.
Very confident and very strong in the paint. Looks very comfortable in the, showing his dominance. You can tell that, something happened between last year and this year. And, of course, he gained quite a few bit of experience in America, using his height to his advantage.
And checking in is Etienne Udu, very good. Seeing Udu playing for the first time under this type of whistle, and I would like to say well done again for making the team and actually getting minutes so early in the game. So I see the coaches are using the players, the young players, as much as possible. And if you're not here, you can listen and we'll give you word by word play. And Reese take it out, and Gerard is ejected by young Bazi, and and I think the ball went down to the cricket field because
That's right. I think there's
that
it's
was
bouncing away down by Marine Village now.
and that was a ejection, and that shows you that basketball is here, and it's here with us tonight, and it will continue into the month of May and June, and that's a drive there.
That's right. Tejan Baz is not afraid to show his dominance. As I said, it's a lot of bragging rights up for grabs, and they're definitely going to speak about that on Tuesday.
Yes, and I can bet you Philip Magic Media caught that moment, and they will capture that, and they will play it over and over.
I'm going to see that on my WhatsApp status tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's going to be a highlight reel on someone's Instagram. So definitely all clean fun happening here at the basketball
and it's
arena.
competitive because when you go out into the other when we leave to play Leeward Islands basketball league
They're not showing no
tournaments,
mercy.
they don't have no mercy. As you can see, when St. Kitts was here the other day, they brought a dominant team, and they did not come to play. They came, they showed up, and that's something that we need to do much often, so these guys can get more competitive basketball. So that was converted by Tashawn Phillip, once our 3-point king. I don't know who's the 3-point king here anymore. And lovely crossover by Kerjan Israel, and he goes up, he puts one off the backboard, trying to get his own rebound, and Devon Sweeney, and Sweeney takes it up to Clint Reese. Clint Reese turns it over to Gerard. And who has it there? Young Alan Mendes. And Alan Mendes
Gerald, who floats
look
it
at that.
Ooh, beautiful
and
basketball.
That's lovely plays. And that's two of our young players from the Montserrat Secondary School, young Ray John, Gerard, and Alan Mendes. So Winspear goes up, and it was an air ball. Etienne Udo gets a rebound, and Brown converts from under the rim.
That's right. So it's beautiful basketball here happening down here at the multipurpose basketball arena. The score is 33-30, of course, in favor of the Dragons. And that was a 3-ball. Devonnie Brown recovers, passes to Israel, to Winspear. Too short.
Yes.
But good ball movement there by the Panthers, however. Now to Devon Sweeney drives hard, floater, and misses out of bounds.
I was expecting a foul. As you can see, he's asking for the foul. Devon Sweeney goes up for a floater, and he was met with some force, but he was looking for the foul. And as we go with 39 seconds on the clock, the second half has flown by.
Devon Sweeney with that beautiful rebound.
The second quarter, sorry.
Passes to Clinton Reese, who sends it up. A bad pass to Jean Bazi on the other end. Dunks it home.
And that was a dunk.
Definitely.
And if you're not here, I think you felt that. I think that was a 6.6 on the Richter scale with earthquake, because that was a dunk. That was one of the best dunks I've seen.
The basket is still shaking.
It's still shaking. The rim is still shaking. And he was so confident getting inside of that key so early and opening it. That reminds me of that Jordan dunk when he did that for the first time.
I want to know if Julius has insurance for these rings, you know.
Wow.
That is definitely one for the books, you know.
Yes.
He let them know that, hey,
I'm here.
I'm here.
Yes.
You better move out the way.
So Tashawn Phillip with his first try at his free throw, and he misses. I think he has one more, and as the official go over to those youngins to get the proper match ball. Yes, I wonder if he will restart that free throw. So the free throw is at the line. Young Tashawn Phillip. Yes.
Definitely, but I have to mention, from what I'm seeing, Tejan Bazi is very comfortable here in the game. You know what I mean? His presence is definitely felt.
When you travel, you see a lot of things. Your eyes are open. You know what the level. So when you're at that level, when you see a level, you're not just playing amongst your friend here in Montserrat. So that's why I'm a patriot to to these kind of things, letting our young people see what outside has to offer. And when they get back here, they can show that professionalism and show the growth from where they've been, because you've noticed it and you've been saying it where they are. So now it's half time. So we continue that when we get back. So Panthers are now on 31 and the Dragons are now on 35. So interesting second half coming up. We take you back to Master Control and we'll continue where we left off there.
Enough time for you to get back down here. You know what I mean? Enough
yes.
time for you to get back down here. Join me at the bar for a cold drink. Of course, I'm talking about Vitamalt.
Oh.
Got up on the right side of the type of vibe. Guy been there living a yard for the whole week, yeah. Shake it up. Me nah a jog, I'm in my yard. Shake it up.
Touch it on the bed, stand up, charge, bust the cane, start rap it. Make the belly start, come done with the house one. Say she never with a man. Punish tone, it come from, make it stand on the long stallion. She no care valiant. Want give me everything when she have one run millions. Pan it down, in a couple of a bag, natural land. Some stairs, some tan.
Girl, on the rooftop. Now the car on the roof drop. She a wine her waist, make a pop the stairs. Tell you I'm a pull out, yeah. I'ma tell you about my type of girl. Got up on the right side of the type of girl. Guy better live in a yard for the whole week, yeah. Shake it up. Me nah a jog, I'm in my yard. Shake it up. Yeah, we got it on face. Well, on, I'm in my pop in her face. Mascara, they all over my waist. I'm a drunk on us. Yes. But that she like. She said she know if she happy. She said she know what she need for this time. Said she never know don't scary. So outside. You ever a wanted man, mama. Lean pan the kubia. You fi boom off. Shy don't do that. Pocket full of mullah. She fit to decide it even have to pull off. No dog, we know how to show off. Tall. What do have? Yeah, you smile it bright, but we living on the dark. Yo. We escape in the nearby bushes. We make love when nobody can reach us. Only I can make you feel so. Yeah. Anything, we paranoid fully. Still make you happy, you want to do, do it though. Only I can make you feel.
Start on the black in our dahlias. We are to pick then rapid us. And me a boy, me not care about your body count. You no see it, girl then dolly down. Father, just bring, come. Girl, pan the ground, pan the roof, pan the patio. Oh, you I'ma be stopping up. I never like champagne, club, high price. I'm a face like pipe, girl. Me love you in fine eye. I never life like city apartment, babes, sketchy skyline. And you for know me, I'm poor when I care, me no business. Who you tonight, I'm my night. Bottle, pop, tequila shots. If she slips, she's like a man at that. Yeah, lime with God's for real, baby, I'm the dream. Just ask you, read a man. Now ask me who she need her from. If you know I'm a baby, she's a fan. You can't just swap. From your place, put price by your girl, your mother teacher, she a bring down every part as a dark cute right now. My heart she a bring down every part as a dark cute right now. My heart whenever I like champagne, club, high price. I'm a like pipe, girl. Who know in fine eye. Whenever life like city apartment, babes, sketchy skyline. And you for know me, I'm poor when I care, me no business. Who you tonight I'm
shake up. And you know we are make up fast. When you wake up, natural beauty a blast. Have it a cool in my backyard. Give you the world, me no care what cars. Pat your bad like a Tiffany angel. Bad man alone make a drop it fast. Me no care about nobody when I pass. Bad, love pop, bad, so she want in Aston Martin. So tight, hold me captive. Hey baby, attractive. Bad, love pop. Hey baby, attractive. Although you're that still, when you can't know, say me want it. Hey baby, back it up, say she love hot, that she love. Looking at me eyes, say we have to touch, have it, baby up, miraculous. Hoping I see me have it, in the sea. Pull it down, swap it up, tuck him up. Say no bad like you, girl like you got the glue. Bad attitude, no me in the bad too.
Offering words of prayer without an ounce of shame. Crocodile tears as fake as they pray. Rushing to take the stage.
Yes, and as we get back to our third quarter, that was a quick turnover. And we start with the Panthers with 31 and the Dragons with 35. And as we ended that second half, they're trying to get the kids. And look, the kids are already ready. That young man, is it? Yes, don't want to pass, and he has good dribbling hands.
That's right. Hopefully, we can see him on the roster next year.
Yes.
But here for the Panthers, we have Teshawn Phillip, number 1, Devon Sweeney, number 12, Clinton Reese, number 10, Latisse Martin, number 5, Trishawn Charles, Cleveland Skerritt, number 2, Alan Mendes, number 6, Rajon Gerald, number 8, Samuel Mendes, number 4, Kejon Galloway, number 3, and Irvin Liebert, number 11.
And for the Dragons, you have Josh Fenton, a Latisse with a lovely steal, so we have to go back on a layup. And I find some of these players' layup are not so smooth today. And that's a lovely pass there. Wow.
Oh, he got
and
that
Zedju Riley checking in with his first 2-point for the night. We'll
knocks that down. I don't know if Deputy is listening, but good night to Mr. Deputy.
And as we said,
hopefully next week we can see him courtside.
Cleveland Skerritt tried to drive, and Brown takes it. Lovely pass to Diego Benjamin. Benjamin goes up, and Zedju puts it up, and it's put back up by Josh Fenton. So it's a lovely follow-up play by these players tonight, and I love the energy of both teams. They're going for it, and Reese tried a pump fake, goes back out, and a lovely pass. Good interception by Jesh. Tried to pass it out, intercepted by Latisse. Latisse take it up to Reese. Reese takes it out, and it was a spin. Latisse goes up, and he misses, and
Teshawn Phillip recovers that on the drive, and takes it up, and draws the foul.
Drawing the foul. So as we asked about in the first game, how important is the free throw?
Yeah.
That going to the line. The line is very important, because now you draw a foul. You can get a foul, you put someone into foul trouble, and that's where you go and you convert your little bonus points.
Definitely.
And he's not doing too good tonight with his free throws. He missed that first one. And, these are normally his bread and butter shots as well. So I think it's the first game jitters. And he goes up and he converts his second one. So that's a good one for Teshawn Phillip.
That's right, just 7 points. The lead is, and it's 39 to the Dragons, 32 to the Panthers. Here we have Diego trying to drive, well defended by Teshawn Phillip. If Jashwan Fenton passes it out to Winspear, back to Fenton, and that's going to be a back court.
He could have touched that ball because it was tipped out by Reese. If my eyes didn't fail me, Clinton Reese,
I don't think so.
He didn't touch it.
If it was, I don't think he knew.
Okay.
But the shot clock expired anyway, so that was a turnover there. Now we have an inbound play by Cleveland Skerritt. Passes it over to Latisse Martin. Good hustle there by Joshua. Slides.
And he did not make use of that slide. He waited for Joshua to get up. I wonder if it's that some sort of good wall set by Reese. He goes up by Sweeney. Zedju with that lovely
steal. And another missed layup there by Panthers. So a lot of easy baskets that have not been converted, unfortunately. I think that may be their downfall this game. Is just about 6 minutes remaining, 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. So quite some time they have to recover. But we have Cleveland Scarrett missing his first free throw. Let's see if he's able to convert the second.
And I noticed most of the season players, like they started with the jitters as well, because again, Cleveland Scarrett missing that first free throw. So let's see if he can convert the second one.
A little bit of rust. It's the first game, as expected.
I know.
Here we have Devon Sweeney bodying, showing, and unfortunately cannot convert. Diego on the other end, looking for the pass, finds Fenton, who finds Zeju, and back out to Fenton, who takes a three and misses. However, gets his own rebound, drives in, and misses.
And I think he's looking for that foul. As you can look, he turns to the official, having a word with the official Buffon at that sense to see if you get Joshua Winspear with that pass, and it was short, not looking up, having some words from Diego Benjamin.
Beautiful drive there by Cleveland Scarrett on the offensive end, who runs back on defense, now guarding Winspear, steals. And now we have Latisse Martin on the other end, passing to Teshawn Phillip, who makes a beautiful layup. And now the Panthers are 36 with just a 3-point lead. Just a 3-point trail behind the Dragons.
And Joshua Fenton picking up that foul, driving from the baseline. And I think it was Sweeney who took him out of the, pulled him out of the air. And he's indicated that it was me who took him out of the air. So now Mr. Fenton goes to the free throw line, and I think he goes for 2 because it wasn't converted. So we have some movements on the bench for both coaches now. I see, is that Kerjan Israel checking in, and I see Jamari Lane checking in. Going out is Diego Benjamin
and Joshua
Winspear. And
so quite some rotation there by Coach Scarrett. And we'll be teasing him when he comes back up here next week. If the Dragon win, I'll be like, congratulations, because he was here. And I asked him a few questions about, the coaching habits and how important certain adjustments were, and he was able to tell me.
Yes.
So quite experienced he is.
Yes. All that knowledge. And as we look around on the coaches that we have here tonight, the wealth of knowledge, playing experience, and coaching at a high level. And it's something that you can see within our young people there as well. So the grassroots coming into this competition, and it's their competition because it's under 25. Yes?
That's right.
Yes, so our young people can showcase their talent. So Josh looks and set himself with a lovely set shot. He's doing his set shot. For those who did basketball and they go through their basketball, that's a set shot. And cannot jump. And once it's a set shot, you're at the free throw line. So just Fenton goes up, he composed himself. And from here, I could see that was off. No wrist movement. The wrist was limited and it was wobbling all over the place. And I like to see young Zeju Riley, number 12. Just finished school last year and still playing and finding himself. I'll get up again. You can see that he's off, leaning. Reese pulling a rebound. Ball goes out to Sweeney. Sweeney goes to Scarrett. Coming over the line. Scarrett, they set up. Good defense. It's a 2-3 defense. And ball goes out to young Jared. Jared goes up, hitting the rim. Zeju with his rebound. Ball goes over. Young Kerjan Israel. And he tried to do a layup. And then a layup again. And then Fenton putting it back up. So young Gerald has the ball.
That's
he
right.
goes up, he sings one, put it over to Latisse Martin. Latisse Martin goes in the corner. And he is doing a travel call. And Latisse, I think Latisse, as a seasoned player, should know better than that in that corner there. But that pump fake and still moving with the ball. Inbound to Lane. Lane inbounds to Fenton.
Fenton takes it over the halfway and is now guarded by Reese. Looks for the pass and he finds young Israel Back over to Fenton, who takes the jump shot in and out.
Yes.
Here we have Reese looking for the pass, finds Sweeney, spins, finds Jaron on the side, takes a three-pointer, and a little bit too long.
Yes, and I love the confidence of these young players playing in this match for the first time. They're not afraid. Reese goes up with that layup, and as soon as young Rajon Jarrah getting that ball, he looks for the shot, and
That's right.
and I like that maturity that these guys are bringing.
And you can see that he's gotten some height over the few years. Last year, he was not this confident. I don't think he got as many minutes as well. So now getting the opportunity, he's definitely showcasing that, hey, he passes that ball to Devon Sweeney. Beautiful assist
and
there.
watch. He knew that was going in. He already walked off. So that's the confidence. Good confidence.
100%.
Yes.
Here we have Fenton taking the ball over the half, driving hard against Reese, and lays it in. He just walked past Reese.
And there's no defense right there, none at all. Minimal defense, and I find that was too easy.
Maybe he's protecting it. Maybe he doesn't want to get into foul trouble, but here we have Fenton again with that rebound to Devonnie Brown. Back over to Fenton as he passes the half. Drives against Reese again, this time defended. And of course, a little bit of trouble. He looks for the pass. Finds Israel. Takes a jump shot.
Shooting a little bit flat. Yes, they're shooting a little bit flat right there. Lovely inbound pass. And he goes up and let Martin try to do a fancy pass, not looking. And he, Sweeney is telling him, make sure to put it up for a nice little alley hoop. And I find that the two teams are rushing plays now, not finding themselves, not settling down. Latisse Martin goes up for a three, hitting the backboard. And Devon Sweeney going back, a lovely rebound by young Israel, wearing the number 2 jersey, put it into Fenton. Fenton is stripped by Reese.
That's right. So you see a little contention there between Fenton and Reese. Good basketball there. First play, he walked past Reese. Second play, Reese defended him well and now strips him. So he might say you might get lucky once, but
yes,
not again.
Not again, yes.
I wonder if he could hear me from down here. I just want to know.
And the two brothers switching. Tishawn Phillips switching with his brother
Gerald.
Rajon Gerald, and that's a lovely showing. You still have a team of Latisse Martin, where he's number 5. Cleveland Skerritt, number 2. Tishawn Phillip, 1. And Devon Sweeney, 12. Who am I missing? And Reese, Clinton Reese, number 10 for the Panthers.
That's right.
All right, and that's what we have out there in the court right now. And Fenton converts 1 of his 2 free throws, and there's a timeout call by the Dragons.
So there we have it. Once again, it's a 44 to the Dragons and 40 to the Panthers. Fairly a close game. You know, we're still in the third quarter. So if you want some basketball action, come on down to the Little Bay multi-purpose basketball arena. And definitely, you know, get a cold one.
Yes, I am kind of disappointed. I will say that. I expected more because maybe it's because of the first week. Some parents are kind of tired. But I do hope from next week you come and support your young ones. Be live in their faces, taking those photo ops, you know, and showing, hey, I was here. Taking photos with them in their lovely jerseys.
That's
I must
right.
say the jerseys are lovely. And you build characters. You build that friendship. You build a nice, warm feel with the support.
Well, next week we'll have quite a few players joining us here. Julius mentioned that Magic Weeks will be back on Island.
Okay.
And then Rashawn Fenton, who's actually the 3-point champ.
Oh, okay.
He'll be the one also
joining
us. Perhaps you could get a little short interview with them next week.
Yes, definitely. So
I'll
leave that in your capable hands. So you get them together and you do your interview with them. So
definitely. So here we have an inbound play. We have Latisse Martin taking that ball over the half to Tishawn Phillip into the center by Devon Sweeney. Gets it. Shot does not count, says official Wade. but there was a foul.
And
So
Jamari Lane was a little bit late, and he tried to recover with a foul.
A little bit of football skills there by the official. Honorable Crescent Buffon. Here we have Devon Sweeney, beautiful pass.
And that was a
Traveling
traveling by
call,
Sweeney,
however.
and he's wondering how he did that, but the official call is final. Lovely inbound pass from Lane to Brown. Brown picks it up, run down the court, get it over, pass into Lane, a body check from Sweeney. Sweeney gives it to who's that?
Reese passes back to Sweeney, takes it over the half, drives hard. Fiesta. And he gets it.
Oh, that's Reese to Liebert. Oh, is that Liebert? Lovely play. 1-2 stepping in off of the baseline. Lovely play there. And checked in is a Mr. Liebert, Irvin Liebert. So lovely player coming. Winspear is in.
Winspear on the wing with that 3 ball. Misses, unfortunately. But we have number 11, Tejon Bazi.
In the right place.
In the right place at the right time. So the score now, Dragons 46 and Panthers 42. Just about under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And there's a whistle.
And he was, what is that? Can't see the call. So it was a strip by Winspear. It looks like a turnover, but they're still in talk. So yes. So Winspear doing his job in the number 9 shirt, jersey. So the ball goes now. The young Diego Benjamin takes it over the half. Puts it back out to Tejan Baz. Tejan Baz looking for the lane and drives and tried to do a reverse. It did not work.
We have Latisse Martin here taking over the half. Clinton Reese over to the wing. No, we have it back to Clinton Reese. Looking for the pass. Finds Devon Sweeney. Drives against Devonnie Brown. Puts up a shot. And unfortunately misses. However, a rebound by Liebert, number 11. Guarded there by Tejon Bazi. It's 2 against 1. Knocks it out. Loses control, but a whistle is blown. Foul called on number 11. Blocking foul on Tejon Bazi.
And he talks. He's speaking to the ref. He better mind don't get a technical. The ref has called. So the ball goes over now to the Panthers. And the Dragons are walking away. The ball belongs now to the Panthers. Latisse Martin with the inbound to Philip. Philip drives. And that was a foul and a conversion. So you know. And that's a charging foul. And Mr. Green said it was a charging foul.
On number 1. Tishon Philip gets that charging foul.
That was a charging foul, I guess, because he extended his arms, bringing up his arms a little. So, yes. So the ball goes to the young players. The Lane to Benjamin to Bazi. Lane coming around. Bazi goes out to Winspear. Winspear tries for a 3 and he converts his 3. And as you can see, now we're getting there. So it's 42 to 49. 49 to the Dragons and 44 to Panthers. Reese comes through the key, puts it up, comes off the glass. Unsuccessful turnover again. Jamari Lane passes that out to Winspear. Winspear cannot hold that ball.
Control.
Yes.
Just about a minute remaining here in the third quarter. You know, still a very close game. It's just about 2 possessions, and that whole game can change. You know, here we have Philip and Martin on the inbound play. Diego is out. Israel is back in. For the Panthers, we have Lane, Brown, Israel, Bazi, and Winspear on the court. Latisse Martin drives hard. Good screen by Clinton Reese. Good rebound by Liebert. Spins and converts that jump shot.
Yes.
So now the Panthers are 46 to 49 in favor of the Dragons. Here we have number 2 takes a 3-pointer. That's Israel, right?
And he's giving Reese some talk. Season Reese with Courage and Israel, and Israel popped that 3-point right off the top of the key. Now he's getting in the defensive mode, and a steal to his name, and a layup, in and out layup. And that was no foul, and he's asking for a foul. He stays on the ground.
That's
and
right. He wasn't happy with that. I think Devon didn't like that steal, and he had to put some aggression into Winspear on the wing again. Takes another 3 and gets that one in.
And
it's now 55-46.
And as you can hear, the crowd showing their appreciation, and I think he has
getting
his
involved.
fans. Yes.
That's 100%. Latisse Martin guarded well by Winspear and Israel. Gets back the ball, misses. Teshawn Phillip rebounds and knocks it back in.
A lovely 1-2 play from those two there. Lovely play.
Here we have Israel takes it over the halfway mark.
And they have seconds on the clock.
3 ball and gets it in. It's quite a few 3-pointers. The last 4 shots from the Dragons have all been 3 points.
Yes.
2 from Joshua Winspear and 2 from Kerjan.
And as you can
Israel.
see, as we mentioned before, the confidence of these young players playing fearless against our seasoned players and our national players. That's something that we have to cheer about, and knowing that, hey, these guys are here to play. Are these guys the new face?
Definitely, that's how life goes on. You know, to every beginning there's an end, and to every end there's a new beginning.
Yes.
So we love to see that, and of course we're gonna have some entertainment here by the young fans that are here on the court shooting their shots. See they getting
young
in.
weeks, and they're so strong, because sometimes I even see some guys struggling to throw that ball, and young weeks have now knocked 2 out of 2. If you're looking from all over the diaspora, we like to say good evening or good morning if you're in England. I like to say good morning. If you're in the rest of the Caribbean countries, good evening. Welcome to Montserrat. As you can see, every year we show you our beautiful basketball court.
And of course, we invite you. We invite you to come on down, you know. You could take the flight over.
Yes.
You could take the flight over. Come on,
it's only 15 minutes. And you get here and you can see our lovely Emerald Isle.
Definitely.
And sports is alive. And once there's sports, there's life.
Come on down for a weekend, you know. Montreal is a perfect place to get away. This is where you can disconnect from all the worries from work. And we welcome you with open arms, you know. This is one of the few places in the Caribbean where you can meet an empty beach. And that's my favorite part about living on Montserrat. You know, coming down and meeting an empty beach.
Yeah, and the beauty about that as well, empty beach and crime free.
That's right.
You know,
right now my car is unlocked.
Yes.
No, this doesn't mean that you have to go in here. You will find us, but I mean, you know. But yeah, what are your plans for Labor Day?
I am now doing a degree, so I am inside my house and my books. But I think I'll take a few hours out and come out and see what there's a fun day at the park. Tomorrow I have cricket.
That's right.
So anyone, all the cricket lovers, you can come down to the Little Bay cricket field or playing area, and we have some lovely cricket going on. And again, we have some young under 15 boys showcasing their talent against them. I think it's the Money Movers, don't get me wrong.
For the Ministry of Finance.
Yeah, so, and that's a lovely match. We had a close encounter last week, and if anyone's listening, it won't be the same this week. So Mackie and your crew and your ladies, it won't be so easy this week, but let me say that now. But cricket is alive.
You're throwing threats?
Yes, I am.
As you should.
Yes.
So we get a little competitive here, you know. Of course, we have to represent our team, and that's how it is.
Yes.
As I said, there's a lot of bragging rights up for grabs.
Yeah.
Last game, you know, the Wolves came out victorious.
Yeah.
So, you know, the Braves are going to hear about it for the next 7 days.
And lovely basketball. I must say, the talent is there. I see a lot of things that we can go and build on, and As you
Yeah.
can see, the young guys are showing. It is a 3-2 defensive style inside. Fenton tried to go up to stop that shot. Reese get a rebound. He tried to go up, but he's been blocked by is that Zeju? Yes, Zeju is out there. Yeah, Fenton takes it over the line, dribbles it to Kerjan Israel. There's a turnover. Reese gets it. Sweeney has it. Put it over to Skerritt. Skerritt comes one-on-one. Tried to go up, being bounced, and he converts.
Definitely looking for the foul, didn't get it. But what better place to be here than on a Saturday night? You know, you're enjoying yourself and enough entertainment to take you home until about 10:30, 11 o'clock and get ready for church tomorrow morning.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's a nice, clean fun happening here. We're in the final quarter, just about 9 minutes remaining. The Dragons have an 8-point lead on the Panthers. Sorry, 6 points now. And it's a very close game, so good entertainment here, seeing the young ones supporting them as well. Here we have Winspear at the top, 3-point line, passes it over to Brown, dribbles, Lotise Martin guards him, screen set, stolen by Clinton Reese, who drives and does not convert, but he does draw the foul, and he will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, and that was from Kerjan Israel. Still fouls are still good there. I am looking, and that's the second foul from Israel, so we're not too bad there. But again, we're down here at the Little Bay playing arena, the basketball arena. You can hear us live from ZJB and Filler Magic Media.
And of course, if you want to get an easy link, just join the Ascendant Sports on Instagram. Click the link and it takes you straight to our YouTube page, Philo Magic Media. That's Philo with a PH. So definitely join us on the YouTube for the Ascendant Basketball League 2024. You can join us here on the multipurpose basketball court. Definitely get some merch, support your favorite team. The t-shirts are on sale.
The t-shirts, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So quite a few ways you can support.
I don't even know which one to buy because I don't want to be
showing any bias.
So I have to be neutral. But I love the colors.
The initiative, right.
And I love how the guys are respecting the jerseys as well. Just like to see them tucked in some more in the pants. I think Reese is just tall, so when he jumped, that came out of his pants. But yes, I like to see that. So now they're well uniform. We can identify players much easier. Mm-hmm. And yes, so Reese went up. He missed his first free throw. And I think he has one more.
Yeah, it's very critical to make these free throws at this stage of the game.
Especially a tight game like this, yes.
You know, in the fourth quarter, we can't afford to miss. But here we have 52 to the Panthers and the Dragons 58. The score has not changed. Here we have Clinton Reese again. Guess this one in. And the score is now just a 5-point lead in favor of the Dragons. Stolen by Tishon.
Yeah.
To Reese. To Tishon. And a foul called.
No,
out of bounds. But remains to the Panthers.
Yes. And Mr. Brown was crying, said, no. So I know. So lovely communication there, lovely movement outside. And Skerritt takes it, try to drive in and a spin, put it out to Reese. Reese fakes.
Back to Skerritt. Beautiful basketball.
Lovely
beautiful
play
basketball.
There. So now we're up 5. 3.
The Panthers get that 2 points under the belt. Now we have Fenton to Israel, who drives in and blocked by Philip. I think there was a little bit too passionate in that one.
Yes. And that was a foul by Tajon Phillip, who is still talking about it. Devon Sweeney, they better be careful. And we're lovely, we're inside. So we're 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Very, very lovely match, entertaining match. A lot of skills on showcase, a lot of cunning plays. And I would like to say yes. And Kerjan
misses his first
free
throw.
Is this his first time to the line? Don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll soon get there. We'll soon get there where we can get the averages right up on the screen.
That's
Fuller
right,
Magic
that's
Media
right.
is working, so in time to come, it's coming. So we
All
can
in
do
due
it.
time.
Yes.
All in due time.
So Tejan sets himself for his second free throw, which he converts.
And
And
gets
I
that one
noticed
in.
the second free throw for a lot of the players
That's
are
the one
going
that goes in.
here.
Here we have Tashawn Phillip driving very hard.
With the reverse.
Misses. Looks at Devon Sweeney, who takes a three. And it bounces off the back. However, possession remains with the Panthers. However, he stepped on the line.
Yes. All right. And that was lovely defense in that corner by Winspear and Brown, forcing Reese to step out, and that's where it starts. So this at the time of the moment. So Israel goes over the line, crossing over, give it to Winspear. Winspear drives, putting his body, and it was a foul. Cleveland scare it, so there's something there. So they're still not up, so you have to go from the sideline to get that in.
That's
So
right. Joshua Winspear on the inbound. Looking to pass. Finds Fenton. Guarded by Reese. Finds Israel for the three-pointer. That's misses. Good pass there by Sweeney to Phillip. And an easy layup.
using the experience, laughing there because I look at that and Kerjan Israel trying to a fast break and the ball comes down. So now it's 59 to the Panthers and 59 to the Dragons. We told you this match was going to be an exciting match, a pickup from last year, and
That's
now
right.
this is where the coaches coach.
A little backcourt violation there by Fenton. A few substitutions are in. The game is tied at 59. Timeout called by the Panthers. So it's a tight game once again. A few turnovers. That's how basketball is.
Yes.
Very fast-paced. Can change at any time, at any moment. So it's a good game. Two good games we had tonight. Very close. All down to the fourth quarter where the difference was made. And I guess it's going to be a good league then.
Yes.
Good
And,
league.
it's a good eye-opener to showcase again the talents that we have here. And for our local to come and support.
100%. I was just
come
about to
and
say
support.
the only thing I would be, I would like to see improvement on is the attendance.
Yes, support.
The census shows that we have 4,300 people here, and I can assure you I'm not seeing that down here. So I'd love to see some more folks come on down. You know what I mean?
And let's pick up the parents that are here.
Of course.
I see certain mums and dads, and sports bring family together. They might have a
100%.
little argument, but you're still having that inside. So I like to say shout out to the mums and dads and uncles and aunts and even teachers here supporting our young players. And Teshawn Phillip goes up for a three. And lovely cross over there by Bazi, showing something I haven't seen before. And he went there, and a lovely play by Joshua Fenton, getting the possession of that ball, putting it off of a player on the
Reese.
outside. Yes.
A little bit of rivalry between those two. Nothing
And,
but clean fun.
Yes, and I love it. I love it. So now you have Jamari Lane checking in to Benjamin and Lane in that corner. Cleveland scare it with a steal. Let me see if you can. And a lovely pass
beautiful
to
pass
Latisse.
to
And
Martin.
Latisse, could not convert that. And a lovely ball up. And he goes up. He saw Brown.
Good
and
rebound here by Benjamin. Drives on the court very quickly. Passes it out to Jamari Lane. Takes a floater. Misses. Rebound there by Jashwan Fenton. Fades away. A little too short. Here we have Reese with a rebound to Skerritt. Back over to Martin. Settles the game. Passes it over to Phillip, who further slows down the game. Good screen there by Reese. And a good interception that knocks it out of bounds by Jamari Lane. The ball remains with the Panthers.
A while ago when you said fade away, I thought you were singing the song there for a while.
Big up Dado,
Yes.
I hope to see him participating again this year. He was one of the crowd's favorite, I could say. So definitely looking forward to him being back with us for the Soca Monarch competition.
Oh.
Here we have Brown, a beautiful layup there.
Beautiful layup. Taking that, sending him left, bringing him right. So now the defense, high press by Benjamin. Benjamin tried to Lotis. Lotis stands. Lotis puts it up off the glass. Missed. And Jamari Lane with the rebound. Goes to Brown. Brown already over the half. And now the match. And Zeju
moving a little too fast.
Too early and not looking. So that it's a turnover.
That's right. The Dragons 61. The Panthers 59. 5 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the fourth. Very tight game.
Very close encounter. So now it comes down to experience. Can the Dragons hold their nerve? Can the Panthers strive to get over that hill? It's not a hill now. It's just a simple speed bump or a pebble in the road. And Tashawn Phillip goes up, draws the foul, and that's an on one. This is where now you will see experience.
That's right.
By Tashawn Phillip, a seasoned player.
Scores are now tied at 61 with the chance of a three-point play by Tashawn Phillip as he goes to the free throw line. I think there's a timeout called. So you see there's a little bit of excitement.
Yes.
Coach Skerritt calling that timeout.
But at this point,
his players get a little rest.
At this point, as we mentioned, the experience. So you look at Tajon Phillip, Devani Sweeney, Clinton Reese, Latisse Martin, all national players.
Cleveland
Skerritt. Taking home these guys is something that they can do now and show them how in a competitive game your head space. How do you go about doing this? Should I go in? Should I draw a foul? Should I hold that ball extra in the cut, or should we go for that 3-point?
And of course, this is with the existence of the crowd.
Yes.
And
the whistle.
Yes, and time. Officials, and with the time, because this is no longer a 21 or 3-on-3. This is a 5-on-5 official basketball game. So it's a different format. As I said, it's the first game, so it's pretty good for the first week. Both were very close games. Looking forward to them next week again. Let's see. The excitement continues. And here we are back on the court. We have official George Green, who signals one shot for Tashawn Phillip, who's representing number 1 for the Panthers. On the court for the Dragons, we have Jeshwan Fenton. We have Diego Benjamin, we have Kajan Israel, we have Jamari Lane, and we have Zeju Riley. So that's right. Tashawn Phillip gets that one in.
No, he missed.
He missed?
Yeah, he missed.
He missed.
Yeah. So that was a turnover. Is he unforced? No? Forced? Yes. A turnover by Fenton. He's beating up himself. So you have inbound by Sweeney. Sweeney goes to Phillip. Phillip takes it up, being stopped by Reese, takes it up, being marked closely by Lane. And Sweeney drives with a lovely.
It's a beautiful layup there by Sweeney.
That's where the experience. You can see the experience shine out. So Lane goes out to Benjamin. Benjamin puts it up for a 3. Comes off of the rim.
Misses.
And there's an interception by Israel. Israel try put it back behind. Goes into the key, and is stripped by Skerritt.
What form Israel is in?
Kerjan Israel is in 4th form.
Yeah,
so
his handles are quite impressive. His handles are quite impressive.
So now you have some players being checked in. You have Bazi, Winspear, Benjamin is out. He's not too happy. And Winspear asks for the trip, and Bazi goes up.
Bazi for the 3 ball, does not get it to go. But we have Jeshwan Fenton, who is settling the game, looking for a pass, finds Israel, takes a 3 ball, but that's off.
Yes. You can see how they position his hands. He was all over the place. So just hoping that when you go back into the coaching session, the coach can watch the videos from the Phillip Magic Media, and they will see where they need to change that going forward. And a lovely play. goes to Sean Phillip, goes up, and Reese tried again, and a lovely spin inside, he missed. And
Well,
Fenton goes
unsuccessful.
over to, and Israel goes up. Is this his moment? And he just simply lays up the ball, and an early press. Now there's no time to play, so Sweeney drives and he goes in, lovely pump fake, and gets that up, that lovely finger roll coming off, and a lovely play going out. Joshua Winspear takes it out on the 3-point line. He puts it up, little too heavy. Sweeney takes a hit, but he's playing on Latisse Martin, him and Fenton, and he tries a layup. Jamari Lane gets that ball, the number 4. So now it's 3-3. Jamari Lane drives, trying to pick up that foul, and did he get that foul?
Yes, he did.
And yes, he did. So now we have 3 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. The Panthers with 65 and the Dragons with 63. The Panthers have taken the lead.
It's been alternating for the past, few minutes in this quarter, and you can see it's a very tight game. And here we have Jamari Lane on the free throw line, number 4 for the Dragons, and he gets that one in. So now we have 64 to 65, a 1-point game. Can Jamari Lane tie the game? Here he bounces and shoots, and he does not get it in. So here we have Tashawn Phillip passing the half, driving very hard, up and over, missed, gets his own rebound, and Israel with that steal to Winspear, misses. Israel cleans that up, jumps, and misses. Here we have Tejan Bazi, stolen by Cleveland Skerritt, who passes it to Tashawn Phillip, who lays that in very easily, giving the Panthers a 3-point lead here with 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
And there's a foul again by Cleveland Skerritt, who's asking the official, where did I do that? Is it Israel?
Yeah, Israel is on the line.
Trying to catch him on the baseline. So Israel now has time to go to the free throw line to try to get the game back up within 2 or 1. So Israel is at the line, trying to convert. Did not compose himself. Just went up for that throw. He's not composing himself in his time, his conversion rate. I would like to know his average inside of that from the free throw line, because he didn't show any composure. So now ref Buffon shows him he has one more shot, and that's a goal 10 by his own player.
Yeah, Tejan Bazi rushed that one.
Yeah, that was a little comical there, so that's something then to look in. So Cleveland Skerritt looks right there in the inbound, puts it in.
Finds Tashawn Phillip, who takes it over the half, settling the game, slowing it down, and now that he has the lead, Cleveland Skerritt passes it over to the wing. Devon Sweeney, very slow-paced game. Clinton Reese inside and gets it that one in. Very well calculated, very good passes. Latisse Martin with a steal, now giving them a larger lead of 7 points. I think this reminds me of last game as well. Another steal there by, okay, a little bit of confusion there, Getting heated.
I think that was just because of those 3 quick turnovers.
That's right.
Giving the Panthers that lead, and this is where now game management comes into play. Game management. So we look at what goes on now.
That's right. They need a cold Gatorade.
So it's just hot blood because of the so there's an official timeout. So there's an official.
did not hesitate. He took him out one time.
Yeah. So that's an official timeout. So Coach Green is saying, let's continue the match. No time to deliberate with any extra talk. So I like how that flowed. So, the the game is being played now. Tejan Philip goes
Devon
up.
Sweeney
goes up. And
a lot of antics there by Devon Sweeney with that 3 ball.
Yes.
So a bigger lead now from 7 to 10 points. 2 minutes remaining. Let's see what the Panthers. Another steal by the Panthers. Devon Sweeney on the fast break. Not passing the ball. We have Israel on the other side. Drives hard, spins, shoots, misses. Rebound there. Cleveland Skerry takes it over the half to Latisse Martin, to Philip, back to Latisse Martin, but intercepted by Diego Benjamin.
And that's how easy a game slips away. That was just 2
Very
minutes and
fast,
33
very fast.
seconds.
Couple turnovers, and it's a
Yes.
whole different ball
And
game.
it's 74 to the Panthers and 64 to the Dragons. And this
That's
is
right.
what I talk about every time, the experience. Experience takes you over a hill, know when to slow it down, know when to bring it back up, know when to press, know when to let the team come to you, and in just quick time. That was 3 turnovers, 6 points converting, 6 baskets.
Yeah, no,
6 points, sorry.
very quickly.
Over 3 tries. So in that quick moment, you can see the experience. And we must remember our Panthers have a team of the Shamrock Boys from the national team, and this is where some of our young players, if you're watching the Dragons,
Right.
they need that experience, that level-headedness, that calmness, know when to bring it back, when to bring it back. So this is a lesson that they can take. It was so close in their hands, and they just had, it's gone.
That's right. And Tashawn Phillip and Devon Sweeney, 2 very skilled guards. It all paired with Cleveland Skerritt, who's a very good defensive player. So, the Panthers definitely have a little edge over the Dragons, which is built over a very young team, of course, with Jeshwan Fenton. But I'm quite impressed with how Kajan is playing. I think it reminds me of a team where the rookie of the NBA is the lead player. But here we have Tejan Bazi. Good layup there.
With 1 minute and 16 seconds.
Good steal
Anything
by
can happen.
Kajan.
Anything can
Misses
still
that
happen. The
layup.
game is still good.
Misses
it's
the
just
layup
for them
again.
to find themselves.
Devon Sweeney.
And,
I think that was a little shocked in a fool moment.
so I think that's a foul.
It's the possession remains with the Dragons.
Yes. So that was a foul by Skerritt. Is it Skerritt or Latisse Martin? So it goes to the line, Latisse Martin. Yes, so Tejan Bazi now goes to the free throw line for some infringement there from Latisse Martin while he was driving. So it's number 11, Bazi. So Bazi goes to the line for 2 free throws. The game is still good, not because the score is 74 to Panthers and 66 to Dragons. You still have 1 minute on the clock, and I've seen games with 24 seconds on the clock, and it has changed, but the conversion, he needed to convert that just now, because a steal and a 3-point carries the game into a very, very interesting point. So let's see if something like that can occur, if some of these young guys are thinking the same. And he goes up and he's off.
Misses both free throws. Here we have Tashawn Phillip crosses the half, driving hard and in and converts. Now it's
66.
Just about 50 seconds remaining on the game. Joshua Winspear tries a 3-ball, blocked by Clinton Reese. Unfortunate.
Yes, and now we have a play for the...
So it went from a tie to a 10-point lead within a matter of minutes.
And I love it, but the 2 teams are still playing to the end, and Bazi picking up a foul there again. So he goes to the line. He needs to
He has to get
convert
the
these
bonus.
two. Yes, he needs to convert these two baskets and then put a high press on that team or try to foul someone to send them to the line, and then they go on there. Any timeouts to give? Yes? No? They don't have no timeouts. So it's going to be an interesting 38 seconds. And we have 38 seconds on the clock. I would like to say thank you very much. In order, a very interesting evening, and I know that we're not off yet, so but I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us tonight. I know it started a little slow, but it's the first night, and do join us next week again for
same time, same place.
Two other teams, the two teams playing at each other that play tonight. One will play
the other, so it'll be the Panthers versus the Braves, or the Wolves, and then we have the Dragons playing the other team.
Yeah, so we're back here again. Basketball is alive in Montserrat, and it's something to watch, and we will keep showing off our lovely infrastructure, our lovely court, and everything else. Sports. Do remember tomorrow we have some cricket down at the Little Bay playing field, but now we're here at the Little Bay playing arena, multi-purpose complex.
That's right.
Where we have basketball, and it's live, brought to you by Magic and myself, Coach Samuel, and I caught you.
You can call me. I have so many names at this point.
Which one are you using tonight?
Tonight, I think I'm Jahir Sudwani.
Yes, and we're here bringing you live commentary from the Little Bay
Multi-purpose basketball arena with just about 34 seconds in the final quarter. We have Tejan Bazi at the free throw line, and he's made his first shot, which brings the score down to an 8-point lead in favor of the Panthers. This was once a tie game, but in a matter of minutes, it changed to a 10-point lead, now down to 8 points. Here we have Cleveland Skerritt slowing down the game, looking for a pass, finds Gerald, who is once again slowing down the game. Clinton Reese with a good screen, well defended by Jamari Lane. Finds Teshawn Phillip, who's just passing around the ball, slowing down the game, finding an easy basket. And that's exactly what they did with Clinton Reese, who now has extended this game back to a 10-point lead. Finds Joshua Winsper in the corner, who takes a 3-ball, but banks it on the iron. Here we have Tejan Bazi, who's
playing strong.
And a 3-pointer by
and little
buzzer beater.
And big brother slaps little brother high five on the side. And I like to say thank you tonight for joining us wherever you sit, stand or lay, and thank you very much for ZJB for bringing us live, and Philo Magic Media. Thank you very much for putting us out there, and thank you so that the coaches can rewatch what they're doing. 100%. And thank you for the Ascendant League, the CEO, Mr. Fergus, and your team. Thank you very much for having us tonight, and we turn you over. Anything you want to put in?
Definitely, I just want to just do a quick recap. Of course, the two winners. We had the Wolves winning the first game, and of course now the Panthers coming out victorious in the second game. So a lot of basketball action happening in Montserrat, and of course it can only get better. Next week I'm looking forward to seeing more of the parents and more of the patrons coming down and supporting our young athletes. And of course, get your merch. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Ascendant Sports 664. Thank you to everyone involved, especially our sponsors. And with that being said, before I guess shout out the sponsors, I would like to say a big a pleasant good night to everyone. Remember, we have Caribbean Alliance, we had Ashok Supermarket, we had Ascendant Sport itself, and I'm just trying to pull up the list here, so if I forget someone, I'm extremely sorry. But Coach Ken, you can attest that it's not my fault, right?
Yes.
Having some technical difficulties. But nevertheless, I found it, and we're going to shout out IFUS for making all the posters. We have Digicel Montserrat, BBC Radio and TV, Al Joes, Arcane, Summer Breeze, the Ministry of Education, Caribbean Alliance, and Ashok's Supermarket. So see you next week, May 11th. The first game will be the Dragons versus the Braves. The second game will be the Wolves versus the Panthers.
All right.
With that, I bid you a farewell. Good night to everyone tuned in, and see you next week.
Yeah, see you again.
Alien mode, me no regular, my fam. You see style, big rip,